Hello, hello. We are here with another episode of Lords of Hatred, your favorite, I was going to say Burning Wheel show, but it's not just Burning Wheel. It's a Star Wars hack of the Burning Wheel, and we are going to be playing in a galaxy far, far away using star systems, a Burning Wheel hack created by Joel and Greg Young. And we're gonna figure out what happens when you put a Jedi, a Sith, and a Jawa on a spaceship that crash lands in the middle of nowhere, and all the chaos that ensues there. They're on the run from the Sith, and who want to find out the location of Korriban. And let's go ahead and get into it with Blues and Instincts to fill in these characters a little bit more in their current situation. So, Ren. First name Kylo. Just kidding. What is your bit situation? What do you got for beliefs, instincts, and traits? And this would be the time to change any of them if anyone would like.
Yeah.
So you just got the stuff you need to try to rebuild the spaceship and get off the planet. So that's kind of the current situation that you guys know about, at least. So
wait, say that again.
Nibbit and Kalos just found a working hyperdrive or whatever it was that was broken to fix the shuttle, so you can actually get off world.
Yeah.
I think Nibbit has to put it together still, I think, but you do have the piece now.
I don't know about that, but basically, Ren and I just had a conversation, and he scared me a little bit. That's kind of where we ended off.
Yeah. Ren was like, "Listen, you're gonna turn to the dark side if you follow him. So I'm commanding you right now. Don't do it."
Yeah.
And you failed.
Yep. Of course I did.
So speaking of failure, Ren, what are your beliefs and instincts and stuff, man?
So I'm not sure what 2 is right now. I'm still thinking about it.
Cool.
But my 1 and 3 is the Jedi are becoming complacent. I will be different. I will start by helping Nibbit. Kalos is not to be trusted. I will keep him from harming innocents. And my instincts are, I can never turn my back on those who need my help, never turn my back to a Sith, always carry my lightsaber. My traits are a prominent scar, haunted by luminous beings, attuned, empathy, knighthood, sworn to the order, quick impulse, fearless, and master. And we discussed that last session, that my haunted by luminous beings is actually, I'm sure there are more than just this one person, but was a fellow Jedi Knight in training that was a part of a trio of friends and was killed in front of me.
Indeed. Did you have an idea for that second belief, or were you just going to leave it blank?
I got it. I'm writing it right now.
Cool. When you have it written, please read it off. I'll read off all your traits real quick. Prominent scar, haunted by luminous beings, attuned, empathy, knighthood, sworn to the order, quick impulse, fearless, and master. So we got good stuff there. I found that the life paths for this hack don't give as many traits as Burning Wheel typically does, and I think part of it's because they weren't entirely sure what to do, because Burning Wheel just takes really hard stands typically on, here's a trait that you're going to have if you're a city guard. You're gonna be a drunk. You just automatically get it, and then it forces you to either work towards it or against it. I feel like a lot of the people who are making these life paths didn't want to make such strong statements about being a spacer or whatever, which I think they probably should have. I would have rather they just went for it and gave a little bit more character to the life paths, but maybe they'll do that for a second draft. I know they're working on that right now. So,
okay, so I have my second belief. It's the Jedi are right to want Kalos back to Coruscant. I will bring Kalos to the Jedi Council. I will start by helping Nibbit repair the ship.
Cool.
Ship is repaired, Connor.
No,
wait, you repaired it, or you just got the?
You didn't actually make a roll to repair the ship yet. That would have been a whole thing.
Oh.
He's basically guaranteeing that he gets one later.
You found the parts necessary to fix it from another ship, but you brought them to the ship, but you haven't actually tried to fix it yet. Because the last 2 rolls that happened were, or the last 3 rolls, you did the scavenging to find the parts. Nibbit did a programming to delete Coruscant from the possible options on the...
What? That never happened. I don't
And
know
then-
what you're talking about.
Ren failed a command against you. And then apparently Bianca made a steel test. I'm not sure what he did that for.
I don't remember either.
Who knows?
It was for something. I don't remember either, but
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't finish listening back to the episode today, so cool. All right. Kalos Khan. Do you pronounce it Khan? Kalos Khan?
Yeah.
Right? That's how we pronounce it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Darth Khan.
Yeah.
This planet is not safe from the Sith, so we must escape. The first step is repairing the ship. It seems I am stuck with these Jedi for the time being, so for now I will learn something new about my would-be captors. This Jawa wants me to be his master. He could be a useful ally if he receives the proper training. I will attempt to teach him the ways of the Force.
oh,
Instincts never
This ought
trust
to
a
get
Jedi,
interesting.
or a Sith for that matter. Never leave a challenge unanswered. Never feel the need to lie. Lying is for the weak. Traits: Attune, Sworn to the Order, Prominent Scar, Hatred, Rule of Two, Your Lordship, Aura of Fear, Deep Sense.
Yeah, that's basically become the thing in Burning Wheel. We just read off the traits just so fast. Nibbit Knee. What do you got?
Feel free to tell me if I need to change any of these.
Mhm.
Turns out the welding stick is actually a lightsaber. I will use these strange figures to figure out a way to use it.
Mhm.
I will seek to do what is best for me personally. I will find a way off this deserted planet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about the strange feelings I've been having since I saw the strange device.
Yeah, I feel like there should be a
Instinct.
second part to that then too.
Okay.
More about the strange feelings. Because I think we put that in there, and then we didn't have a concrete next step for it. But if we can think of one now, we should add one.
I would love to learn how to make things float in the air.
Oh yeah. That's fair. Yeah. I will
You got it?
ask Kalos or one of my masters.
Yeah.
I'll ask one of my masters to teach me how to make things float.
yes,
Cool.
yes.
Instincts, always scavenging materials, always looking to my own survival, and always follow the easiest, most straightforward way to my goal. As for traits,
So many.
I'm a lost child, scavenger, hermit, fortune hunter, native of a desolate world, child of a scavenger culture, unscrupulous. And then die traits. It's a trap, alien, attuned, affinity for faulty paraphernalia, small stature, connected to spacefaring, iron grip, nimble, scavenger, reclaimer.
Yep. Lots of nifty things in the Swiss Army knife that is Nibbit's character sheet. Bianca.
I've been trying to pick. I changed 2 of my beliefs. I just deleted them. Is that fine?
Mhm.
But I can't decide what to do for my second one. So, first one, I will do everything in my power to keep the location of Korriban a secret and keep my eye on the Sith who has joined us. For now, I will determine if Kalos can be trusted.
Yeah, you should have a conversation with Kalos and try to figure that out.
Yeah. And then Nibbit needs to be trained by the Jedi and or kept from the dark side. I will not let Kalos influence him.
Sweet. Yeah, for sure.
And then my third one, I'm trying to decide. We need to get back to the Republic. I will try to convince Kalos to let me and my master decide where we go.
Sure, that's fine. That seems to make sense to me.
Cool.
Good luck having the skills to back that up, but yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. It says try.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whenever someone speaks ill of the Order, I get angry and may lash out. I will always seek to honor the Jedi Code, even to a fault. I do not trust any non-Jedi until they earn it. And my traits are paranoid about the ship, schadenfreude, attuned, sworn to the Order, knighthood, vested, empathy, tough as nails, and dreadful.
Cool stuff. So, I think we just see aerial shot of the crashed shuttle right in this rocky landscape, the planet of Hypori, however you pronounce that. And you guys are busy at work trying to repair the thing. I feel like we can probably just go ahead and start with that because that's like the thing that you guys are currently trying to do. Nibbit, how are you going about attempting this? I think this is like a mechanic roll or whatever. Let me see. Let me find the actual name of this skill.
And there's always jury rigging.
That's fair.
We only needed to go to one place.
Yeah, exactly. You could do jury rigging if you wanted it to work once, right? Mechanic is the skill to assemble and repair machines. So if you want to actually repair this thing, you use jury rigging it is.
Like I said, I'm direct get to my goal.
Yep.
Jury rigging is my way.
Sounds good. Okay, cool. So anyone who wants to can make, so obviously you're rolling this being learned, so you don't actually know the skill, but anyone, including Nibbit, can roll some linked tests here to attempt to give some advantage die. You can look at your skill list and make an argument for something you could do to help if everyone's pitching in.
I would like to use telekinesis to lift stuff to them and hold them up or catch him if he falls, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think let's just say that it's literally the hyperdrive that isn't working for whatever reason. When Nibbit pressed the button, it just randomly went somewhere and then just died.
It was too early to push the button.
Yeah.
Fully charged.
It wasn't. Yeah, something like that. So you're literally having to replace a hyperdrive, which is, I assume, a big thing. I don't know if I've ever actually seen what a hyperdrive looks like in Star Wars, but they refer to so many different parts and we never actually see what they are or what they do. But yes, so Kalos can definitely make a telekinesis roll. I think it would be
for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably. I don't know. Let's see what obs it gives me actually. Because it might have some ideas here. Here we go. Obstacles. Okay, this is the question we need to answer. How big is a hyperdrive? That's what
I think they're really big.
Type in.
I mean, I assume it would depend on the type of ship.
Yeah.
Because an X-wing has one.
Yeah.
Even an X-wing can go.
I mean, I assume a shuttle would be it would be super heavy, but not ginormous.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. How much weight and bulk does a hyperdrive add to a ship in Star Wars? Got it. Okay.
You probably need a bigger one, the bigger the ship.
Yeah, so it's not going to be super big. I'm thinking it's probably, given that this is a shuttle.
Size is just an illusion, Caleb.
So this is the question. What
So
size is a shuttle?
I hope your pants aren't just an illusion.
A shuttle is gigantic size. Okay, perfect. So I think it's going to be a massive item, which means it's going to be an Ob 4 telekinesis.
Not as bad as I was thinking.
So you can also get Ren and Biaka to help you, if you'd like. So they can both offer you a helping die.
Cool beans. All right. If that's what you guys are doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connor? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll do force-wise, force tremors-wise, meditation, or would that just be a linked test to this linked test?
Exactly. You would make a linked test for the linked test, yeah.
Can they link to my link?
Yep.
Because let's meditate.
They can fork into your meditation roll, yeah. If you're all meditating together.
This is such stupid. What's the stupid ob?
So the ob, I believe, is you center yourself. Let's just say it's an ob 4 as well for this.
Right. I'll do those two, and force-wise and force tremors-wise as well for that one.
This is going to be the difference between you attempting it as Luke Skywalker impatiently, or you as Yoda having properly centered yourself, bringing the X-wing out of the swamp.
What's the ob? You said 4?
Yes.
Or for the meditation?
Your meditation is going to be 4 as well, but you can fork in Ren and Biaka if they're helping.
Oh, wow. We needed all of those.
Yeah, there you go. So advantage die for your...
5 telekinesis dice then.
Yep.
And that's still just a 4?
Mhm.
Okay.
There you go.
Good thing.
Cool.
I don't think
So
any of us need routine for any of those
no,
things.
I don't think so. Yeah, Nibbit. So you get a advantage die from that. Anyone else, including you, Nibbit?
I think we usually get 2 for that because it was so high over the.
I don't think
that
so.
works?
No. Nope.
Did we have a ruling for that? Like, how high did it need to be over to get 2, or did we not ever do?
No. So typically that's not how link tests work. It's just the one.
Okay, I was just
Yeah. In special cases, you can have more than that. But yes, Lance.
Just keeping track of how many I have.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there you go.
This is
I
how
thought you were
do
raising
it.
your hand, but yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, this isn't elementary school.
Yeah. So anyone else besides, including Nibbit, can look at their skills and try to make another argument. So if Nibbit, you have an idea as to what you can do. Honestly, Nibbit, the one thing you can for sure do is you can do a meditation roll to center yourself before the entire task, right?
If we have time and that's something that will help me, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to be an Op 3 meditation.
Okay. Meditation, I'm not proficient in.
Indeed. Kalos, uncheck meditation. It's not actually open-ended.
Okay.
It's not?
Nope.
Oh.
You said Ob 4?
Op 3.
Ob 3.
I didn't have any 6s, so.
Yeah, you didn't say it didn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, Connor.
Oh, wow. That was so bad. Okay, so that's going to increase the obstacle by 1.
No, everything we did was for naught.
Okay.
Connor, you could roll a lightsaber to help him with welding.
With welding? Yeah.
I'm so going to do that.
Do I get a routine for at least attempting to meditate?
Yes or no, you don't, because you don't need routines with 5 meditation. Yeah. It was just easy enough that it didn't actually help you, but you still failed it anyway.
Yeah. Caleb.
Yep.
So I'm going to use lightsaber. I'm going to fork in force wise because I'm using the force to guide me to not hit any
to not cut like for driving half.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to fork in I just saw it. I don't remember what it was. Oh, meditation.
Well, you got a meditation would be a link test.
Yeah, that's a meditation, or that's a link test.
No. Meditation is always a fork for a lightsaber. It's in the rules.
Oh, is it in the rules?
Oh.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll fork in my meditation.
Am I rolling lightsaber or is somebody?
You can roll lightsaber. Yeah. Everybody else.
We have the same, but I already helped with telekinesis.
Yeah, someone can help you with.
So you're rolling, Jared?
No, you're rolling. All right, I already rolled with telekinesis, so someone else.
Oh, I understand.
Unless we can roll as many linked tests as we want.
Not as many as you want, but
okay.
I assume as many.
I figured it would make sense if we each, contributed
probably
one.
do one.
And then,
that makes sense. And then you help.
Caleb, what's the ob?
It's gonna be an Op 4.
Ob 4.
Yep. Yeah, Lance.
This is still just the one. I was going to say something though.
Okay. Yeah.
Bianca, could you give me lightsaber and I could help. I can do what they're doing.
HK12 just looks at you like, are you going to take this?
So he's asking for his lightsaber to fix the...
To help welding, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is the only one here that knows what he's doing. I pipe in.
I'm going to say that because I have paranoid about the ship, I'm going to let him have one. But he has to pick. What are the colors? Red?
Orange and red.
Red and orange. I would say you take the red one because it's the new pretty one that he got.
Yeah.
It's definitely not psychologically the way.
So he asks, do you ask for the red one?
Can I have the red one?
No.
If I can only have.
You can use the orange
absolutely
one. Not.
You cannot have the Sith one.
In fact, I might destroy the red one.
No.
Here, take the orange one. Take the orange one.
Okay.
My master seems very distressed at the thought of you holding a Sith weapon.
I don't think he understands the correlation.
Oh,
Yoka.
8K12, tell him he gets the orange one.
He does, yeah.
Okay.
Ironically, orange is the weakest, so I don't know if he'll be able to weld with it.
okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Can I use this lightsaber to help me?
Not in any mechanical way, really.
Okay, I just pocket it.
Yeah. Perfect.
He's learning already.
I mean, it can be part of your jury rigging, but you having the lightsaber isn't actually going to give you any dice.
And not until you unlock the lightsaber.
I'm up to 2 now.
Yes, yeah, the lightsaber just gave you.
Okay.
Yoka, do you have any skills to contribute?
You muted.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm depositing checks through my phone right now while we're doing this. So whatever I have
What were the numbers again?
that you guys forked in, I want to fork it in to help.
Yeah, he didn't help with Connor's lightsaber. So could he still roll lightsaber to help?
No, I think we would just count that that's what he was doing. I think it makes sense to do 1 test per skill.
So we've done telekinesis and lightsaber already. So if you have a skill besides those 2 that could help. Observation, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, observation is literally about like noticing people sneaking about. So it's not directly applicable here. It's not just like, I notice a thing, because Biaka doesn't have any context to notice.
He could notice if the Sith are arriving or not, so we don't need to worry about.
I mean, yeah, but that would be a separate thing. I don't think that helps.
It would be a link test.
I suppose. I guess if it gives you guys peace of mind while you're working.
Wow, that is the most BS one I've gotten away with, I think.
Yeah, that would really help us focus.
Yeah, so the reason I think it does work is because technically in the book, like the scenario gives for link tests and how they work is basically it's a series of tests that lead up to another test, not necessarily one. It doesn't have to be ones that are like directly applicable. It's just like if you have to do a thing to make sure this other thing works, I think it makes sense in this instance. So yeah, Biaka, you can make an observation test if you'd like.
So do I have to roll?
Yes, you'll have to roll.
Hold on. Observation. Helps and forks, none. I could fork in force tremors wise to know if the Sith are coming.
I think so. Yep. Your ob's going to be 4.
Oh, okay. Can I fork in tactics, like as if I was planning what we're going to do if the Sith do come to give us peace of mind?
I don't think so. I think it's a bit of a stretch, yeah. Just to watch out for them, no. If you're planning an ambush,
can I meditate?
Yes, you can make a linked test with your meditation. To give you
that's 2
I'll fork in force tremors wise.
Or help him with
3.
it, yeah. So no, I don't think that works because I think you guys are working on the engine with Nibbit, and Biaka's like doing this while you're doing that.
Okay. So I have 2.
So Biaka, you have to roll meditation. You can't just get it automatically. You can roll meditation to give yourself a possible die. Albeit it's not an automatic thing.
What's the ob?
I think it would be 2. There you go.
So I got it.
Yep.
So now I can roll observation with 2 helps.
Yep.
Are you counting my force tremors wise?
Against op 4. No, so I
can't have it.
I just explained you're doing your other stuff while he's doing this. You can't help with both things at the same time. Like you're helping Nibbit right now with all the other stuff.
Okay.
While he's doing
so
this.
I shouldn't have been able to help Connor with his thing then.
Probably not, but it doesn't matter. You guys got high enough anyway. Wow, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I mean
so
Biaka's
does that make the ob worse or
Biaka's watching, but he does not notice.
Wait, so does that mean they're coming?
Well, it means that something's going to interrupt you guys in the middle of this.
It means we're going to get attacked by animals.
And it does mean that Nibbit will get another obstacle penalty to this.
You guys aren't helping.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Connor and I are helping.
Yeah, I helped.
You sabotaged yourself. No, I didn't hinder. Lance hindered himself with his roll.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
I only helped. I'm a good boy.
I'll give you a bonus die Lance, for your successful scavenging test, right? That kind of also counts as a link test in this scenario. But I think that's probably it.
But we're trying to survive.
No.
You might not want to roll a link test.
I had
you'll
to
leave it to
forage these parts.
No.
I am haggling with destiny.
He had to haggle with Bioka for his life.
Oh, Lance. No.
Okay, I think I only have 3.
Is there a way his alienness could help?
He can make a test with otherness to attempt to get something here. I'm not sure what it would be exactly. Because typically it's like you roll to get a trait or a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skill to be a mechanic.
Well, see, or he already has stuff for that,
What?
right? So he has Reclaimer already, so he can re-roll all his failed dice on this test already.
Okay.
He also has, I forgot about this. He also has Nimble, and jury rigging is based on agility, so you could also technically do another call
twice.
on for it. Yeah.
You could technically re-roll all of your failed dice on this twice. If you used both of them. Is that a once per session thing?
It's a once per session per trait.
Okay.
So.
Oh. Okay.
Right, he has 2 different traits that could apply here. So. So yeah, I think jury rigging.
But I can be able to re-roll some stuff if I need to.
One thing you can do, you do have 2 persona points, so you could spend 1 if you would like to add another dice to this situation.
Well, I also saw Fate. I have 5.
So
but
yeah, you have that's yeah, exactly. That's also after the fact. So I'm just again saying things that you could add in beforehand, which is you could add a persona in beforehand if you'd like.
I'll try with the 3 help for now.
Okay. So you're gonna put in
Artha. What's the ob?
And you're gonna put in 3 ob, and then you're gonna put in 3 for the additional complications.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, so it is functionally impossible for you to do this based on the original roll, but you do have 2 call-ons here. So,
okay.
I mean, so if you're going to spend fate, we should do the call-ons first. That's the better way to do this. So, let's see.
So he'd be rolling 4 dice then.
Yes.
I don't know if this is worth it, Lance. You have to get a 9.
Yeah, but you have, again, he has 2 call-on traits here and 2 fate points he could spend. So, I mean, this is either, guys, think about it. Like, if you don't do this, you can't get off the planet. So,
we just wait for the Sith to bring us another ship.
That's fair. That's fair. Up to you, Lance.
I'm fine with doing it again. The only thing I wish is that I had the skill finished. So if I do this, I get a big
It'll
experience.
Be 1 more test after this.
I know, but when am I going to have another ob 9?
Oh, actually, yeah. So that actually doesn't even go on the bubble there. It's a difficult test for either your perception or agility, whichever you'd like.
Right.
Or sorry, agility or will, whichever you'd like.
Well, first I have to finish it. So
yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, jury rigging again.
So no, you're gonna just roll the dice by themselves. So just post that without the period at the beginning.
Okay. We are going to finish this episode on the planet still.
Yep. We're not going to get any persona. No.
That was really good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we have
6
3 6s we could reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually really doable now.
Okay. So if you would like to use, your other call on probably doesn't make sense at this point because you'd only be rolling a 1.
But no, once he spends a fate to reroll those.
No, I'm saying, you can
reroll those.
No, you can't do that. That's not the way it works. You can reroll failed dice and then use fate, but you can't use fate and then reroll failed dice from that. Because the dice that you roll from fate aren't real dice. They just they're the same dice exploding, right? But these are like the same dice being
if he
rerolled
spends
again.
fate, could he again? If he's like 1 off, could he again do this 1-3 on the bottom right?
Just
here?
the 1-3, yes, he can.
Okay.
He could do that. Yep. So that is your last fail safe. So yeah, if you want to spend 2 fate, Lance, then you can reroll another 4 dice, and you only need 3 ob to beat. Want to do that? And you have 5 fate.
Right now, you have just under like a 50% chance of succeeding.
I know. I was just hoping to save those to actually learn how to make things float, you know?
That's fair. I mean, you still have 3.
How many? Yeah. I'll lend you some of mine.
You could also, Lance, if you didn't want to go all the way, you could just spend 1 and you could reroll 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to choose it at the beginning. You can't spend the 1 and then spend another.
You can't?
No.
But I have another safety net you said after this, right?
You do. You have 1 die you can roll after this. So if you want to spend 1 fate, that's fine.
I'll use 2.
Cool. So yeah, then put that on agility.
Agility.
The fate that you're spending.
Yeah, so it's up to 3 now.
Yes. And then go ahead and click the little die next to fate there on the top. Remember you just got rid of it?
Okay.
Put in 3 remaining ob and 4 remaining dice. Or 4 dice that you're rolling. Ooh, yikes. Okay, you're 1 ob away. You want to spend your last call on to reroll the 1 die?
You guys tell me what's best to do. I don't follow exactly this kind of stuff the best, so I trust your judgment.
As of now, we have a 50-50 shot.
It's literally a 50-50 shot.
And I can't use another fate or persona.
No. Yeah. The only recourse you have at this point is to use your other call on trait to reroll that last die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think we'll be making another do or die
jury rigging roll. Probably not.
Because this is basically the only technology on the planet. I mean, unless we found... I mean, I guess we could always roll to find another one. But
yeah.
So it's a 1d6.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing I posted there, except with 1d6. Yep. Yikes. What a bummer.
Oh, no.
What a bummer. I'm going to take a look.
Do I at least get the bubble for jury rigging?
No, so you just get the difficult on
you do get to
agility. No, so this is good though, Lance. So mark the difficulty on agility because that's the one you did it on last time. And you're 1 challenging agility test away from upgrading it, which means you'll not only be better at jury rigging, you'll also be better at lightsaber.
And you'll decrease the amount of orbs you need filled to unlock it.
Exactly, right?
By 1, I think.
Yes, yeah. Because that's what it's based on.
What happens if I do a difficult then instead of challenging?
It's just wasted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is where test mongering comes in. Where not test mongering, but like test where like you look at the amount of dice you have, and maybe sometimes you're like, I don't want to put more forks in this, and I'm just going to fail it so that I can get the test I need.
I have definitely purposely failed some important rolls just so I could level up.
But that's literally what Burning Wheel is about. Is like accepting that you're gonna fail sometimes and it's gonna be catastrophic because you need the tests you want to advance, and that's just part of like the growth cycle of the character. So, yeah.
Which I mean, I love because failure always makes a story more interesting.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I don't know how to say this. But
so I actually think
Ren might have cut one of the wires that we needed.
Well, so
it was Ren.
I don't actually think so. What I think is, and you can based on the fact that Bianca failed the observation roll. And that's part of the failure. What I was planning on doing as soon as he failed that was interrupting you guys while you're in the middle of this. So I don't think it's even that like Nibbit looks at this and it starts blaming people. I think it's like he's so close. He's about to get it all set up. And then suddenly like Bianca runs back in and like HK12 basically says something like my master and I just watched another ship crash land to the surface of the planet, and it like startles, like whatever, like Bianca's roar or whatever startles Nibbit just enough that he like drops his tool or something, right? Like
down into the bowels of the ship.
Down into the bowels of the hyperdrive itself, and you were just testing it, and it just goes and like explodes.
I just facepalm.
and you just see a little bit of the walls bend in a little bit. It's just like
telekinesis. But yeah, so Biaka, during your observation, you saw like another ship crash land near you guys.
And I came back and roared at them, and he dropped his tool.
Yeah.
So what do I say?
Well, I basically just had HK-12 say like, "Hey, a ship crash landed. Like, what's up with that?"
We should, at least 2 of us should go check it out. While is Nibbit still working on the ship?
Well, I mean, he probably would, but we know he's gonna fail, right? So up to you, Lance, whether or not like
well, I don't know. I wouldn't
catastrophic
or you know, sometimes you have to fail to level up.
True.
But it will be a difficult one, I bet.
Yeah, so my 2 thoughts would be either Nibbit, like, it's gonna spend some time attempting to right his failure, but that's all part of the failed rolls you've already made, or we know right now it like exploded and the hyperdrive's bust, and so Nibbit can do something else. Up to you.
I feel like at this point the ship is just broken. After this, we're just gonna have to take the enemy ship. I'm assuming enemy ship.
Yeah, everybody can just be like, "Hey, that's actually convenient. We'll just go grab that ship." You're muted, by the way.
Yeah,
Connor.
we should go check out that ship. Absolutely.
So long as everyone is okay with not blaming Nibbit with what happened, I am okay with this plan.
Oh, we all know whose fault it was. And I just leave that hanging in the air. I don't actually accuse anyone.
I think it's his fault too, so I just glare at him.
My fault or
no, Nibbit's fault.
Oh.
Okay. So this giant Wookiee is just glaring at this little Jawa. He's just like, I'm gonna follow Carlos. Just walk away.
I'm on the way out of the ship, but I look over my shoulder. I'm like,
I just cling to your side while this.
Do any? Oh, go on.
I'm just clinging onto your side while this giant Wookiee is like glaring at me as we're walking out.
I yell over my shoulder. Are you 2 going to do anything with the prisoners, or are we gonna leave them here to die?
Why do we still have them?
Because we haven't been able to do anything with them.
Do we just bring them? What do you think? I forgot your name. Okay,
Ren.
Connor, I forgot
Ren.
your shit. Yeah, Ren. What do you think we should do, Master Ren?
So the ship is basically useless to us, right? That's
Pretty
why
much.
we're
Yep.
okay. Yeah, I think. I think I will consult my luminous beings.
Okay.
So I guess I say give me a moment and I'll meditate on it. And I like step into the other room and I ask, what did we name her again? What was her name?
Laree.
Or well, I'll meditate and you can tell me if somebody else appears, I suppose.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, so I assume you're meditating, like actually trying to find a specific answer to a question, right?
Yes.
That's what you're doing? Okay.
You want me to roll for that?
Yeah, there's an actual like ob that it gives you for that.
Ooh.
Right, it says meditation, clairvoyance, receiving a vision of the current whereabouts and experiences of a close friend or loved one. Yeah, I think it's going to be an ob 3 meditation.
Can I fork force-wise into it since I'm consulting Force Ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And so I think it's going to be I'll give you an option here. It's going to be an ob 3 if you want like a vague spiritual answer, right? Or an ob 4 if you want like the Force Ghost to actually talk to you and like just have a conversation about it.
Oh, definitely 4.
Okay.
Can I also fork in Jedi Doctrine?
I think so. Yep.
Okay.
There are certain techniques in the Jedi Doctrine that'll help you here. To commune with Force Ghosts, very nice. Right on the money. Cool. Yeah, I guess you don't need that routine, but there's so many routine tests being made. There's literally no middle ground here. It's either someone's making a test with 17 dice, or someone's making a test on a skill they don't have at all. That's what's happening. So, yeah. So Ren, did we say that there were other Force ghosts besides Lurie that were here? Because you're haunted by luminous beings, which I assume is multiple, right?
Yes.
Do we know who those people are?
I specifically didn't know what they were when I took it.
Right. So I'm just trying to remember the other person of the trio that you described with you and Lurie. Is he still alive or is he dead? Oh no, he's your rival. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember who that was. Yeah, let's just say it's Lurie. There might be other people, but she's been the person we've seen and interact with, and just I don't want to like fill the roster with too many characters. So we see Lurie meditating across from you as a Force ghost, right? You're somewhere in the, I don't know, you described to me, what part of the ship are you in right now? Or you're outside the ship or whatever.
No, I can be inside the ship. Can I be in just like one of the bedrooms? One of our well, I guess this isn't our ship.
This is like a shuttle. Yeah. So there's really like only like the engine room, the space where people would either put a cargo or passengers. And I think this one was made for passengers. And then there's the cockpit itself, the bridge. So you're just in a place where people would like strap in to be passengers.
I guess that's fine. It seems like a strange place for a Jedi to meditate strapped into a chair, but yeah.
I mean, you could also just go to the cockpit. Like, I don't think anyone's there right now.
Okay, yeah, I just go to the cockpit then.
Yeah.
Isn't the pilot there?
I assume you probably moved him to wherever you put let's just say that the Sith and the pilot are strapped into the chairs in the passenger place, like in a way that they can't escape. That's probably the easiest way to restrain them on this ship. As just to jury rig like restraints that way.
It'd be funnier though if I was meditating and talking about their fate while they were in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like you're sitting on this like in the pilot's chair, right? Just kind of like meditating.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lurie is in the co-pilot's chair all of a sudden. And please don't do that every time I say your name. Yeah. So
it's already begun.
Lurie Jakin. And she glances over and she just says, sort of like old times, eh? You're in the pilot's chair and she's in the...
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't recall deciding the fate of the Sith prisoners, but yeah, I suppose.
No, just the environment.
Yeah.
Flying that little Jedi starcraft from one end of the galaxy to the other. Of course, neither of us actually knew how to pilot this ship. It was whatever the guy's name is that we haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
I guy with no limbs.
Not that guy. Not Torso Boy.
Not Torso Boy.
I'll generate a random name for him real quick. Let's say his name is Denon.
It's gotta be a snivelly name.
Denon Fellis.
Oh, Denon. Oh yeah, Denon.
Yeah. So of course, neither of us actually knew how to fly the thing. It was always Denon. And I think this is probably the first time you've actually like had like a clear conversation with this Force ghost.
Yeah, for sure. Things were much simpler back then, weren't they?
In one sense, yes, but I think the simplicity of the situation was a lie. It was always more complicated than we admitted. But isn't that how the world works? It never gets less black and white. It was always shades of gray. We just didn't have the senses to perceive it.
Oh. Speaking of shades of gray, what do you think we should do with the prisoners in the other room? They asked me about it, and I don't know. Like you said, things aren't as simple as they used to be.
What do you think your choices are, Ren? Bring them along or kill them?
I guess I don't know.
Are you looking at 3 dialogue options and 2 of them, one of them has a blue icon and the other has a red icon? And there's one that has neither icon and it seems like the neutral option?
No. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, I could mercilessly slaughter them right now, or I could turn them into a Sith orphanage.
Those are your only options.
Yep.
The other option is to go back to a different part of the dialogue tree.
No, but like, I say, what, I mean, there's nothing really on this planet, so.
No, yeah.
I
So if you
guess-
left them here, I mean, specifically Torso Boy is dead. Like he can't feed himself. So, Sith. I mean, and Sith guy would probably just wake up and kill him, and then he might be able to survive. I mean, Sith guy, you could probably leave him on this planet. He could figure out a way to survive. Torso Boy certainly not.
But is that the right thing to do? Is the right thing to do to just leave him? I mean, he's a Sith. He's just gonna go kill more.
She looks at you and raises an eyebrow. She says, "You've been to the council meetings. You know what they do to Sith." And she's like, they don't actually execute their prisoners. They exile them. Like this is exactly what the Jedi would do.
No. We established this.
No, I know it failed. Your role failed. Remember?
What? No. We succeeded.
Nope, it failed. I literally just listened to the episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'll go back up to it right now.
I totally thought that.
Oh, it succeeded. We just decided that they exiled.
Nope. Jedi Doctrine. I'm looking at it right now. It failed.
Really?
Yep.
Are you sure it was that one? Because I think I think that was the one that we decided what the Force was.
No, so literally Connor wanted the role to be that they do capital punishment. And I specifically said, because he failed, I was like, no, it's that they don't do that ever. Like it's actually forbidden. Yeah. So they always exile and force sever. Because
I remember.
It was this whole thing where
Connor thought that they should do capital punishment.
Exactly. Right. And so Ren was like, I don't trust the thing because the force severing doesn't always work. Especially that, right? Because of that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this conversation.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so she looks at you and she just like raises an eyebrow and she's like, "You've been to the council meetings. This is what they do. You wouldn't be doing something that a Jedi Master before you hasn't done time and time again. The cultist is a different issue, but you could leave the Sith here and the Jedi Council would consider that a just punishment."
Yes, but is the council right? We're the Jedi. Aren't we supposed to be helping people? Aren't those over there? Aren't they people?
Of course they are. And that's why I know you do the right thing.
Wait, what?
She says,
"What's that?"
Of course. And so I think there's probably so if we were getting this as a novel, we would get all these thoughts from Ren that are filling in context for this conversation for us. But giving your guys' history, so again, Lurie was a healer. That was like her whole jam. And I think you definitely found moments where you guys were fighting against your enemies and she healed them at the risk to herself.
Okay.
So like she's presenting this to you, whether or not you agree with her, she knows that what she's saying, like, you know what I would want you to do.
Yeah. Okay, actually, holy heck!
Connor, you should have the reason that she died be that. You know what I'm getting.
Oh yeah, she
because
you
didn't
tried to heal one of our enemies.
Yeah.
I can Caleb. Can I say that that's the reason that she died? But can I say that I don't know that yet?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I have transference.
What does that do again? Oh,
It heals people.
Right. Hey, Carlos, 1 second. One thing I just thought of. So you have a relationship with Nomi Sunrider, right?
Yeah.
How about we cannibalize that and say you had a relationship with this chick? Oh, except you wanted her to still be alive. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to like tie some threads together there, but yeah, you're fine. Never mind. You want to still.
She's a very small place.
Yeah.
I mean, I could know her. If you want to give me some extra resource points.
No, that's fine. So yeah, Ren, you have transference. You wanted to.
Yeah. What I'm trying to pull up the.
Yeah, I'll find it. There's a
the
skill on
rulebook.
this. The skill in the list here called mixology. You guys can be good at mixing alcohol if you want. Okay.
I was doing as a Jedi in the military life path.
Yeah.
It's called Star Systems, right?
So yeah. Provided that the contact is maintained for the duration of the test, you may test your health in place of theirs for the sake of recovery.
Oh shoot. So it.
So I mean, to be fair, I feel like someone probably has to do that, or he has to make his own health test to actually survive getting his arms and legs chopped off.
I mean, I don't think it would be a hard test because, I mean, all of his wounds are instantly cauterized. So it would literally just be shock.
No. So we have to do it by burning wheel rules here. So it really depends on what a lightsaber's damage actually is.
Oh.
Right.
What
So
my lightsaber's damage, actually.
let me look at this real quick. Oh, here we go. Cauterized wounds. There's a whole thing on it.
No, look at that. What do you know?
Okay, so that's for cauterizing, or sorry, that's for staunching the flow for wounds. Yeah, so someone is going to have to. Does anyone have apothecary, field dressing, herbalism, stewardship, or surgery?
I don't think any of these people take anything that isn't somehow Jedi related.
I
Force
think
related.
that's probably correct. Cool. So yeah, he'll.
My droid has one of those, I think.
Oh right, I forgot. That's what we even talked about this, and we keep forgetting about your droid.
I can never find him in here because you can't control F his stat sheet, and I never remember what page it's on.
What kind of droid is it?
I don't remember because I can never find it. What page is the droid stat blocks on?
Right towards the end. There's like an appendix. You have an interrogation droid?
I believe so.
That's weird. Yeah, you can't control F it. I don't know why not. Why not? Droids. Here we go.
Droids.
It has chemist and toxicology.
Well,
One of those things
there it is.
could help.
Okay. I don't know why.
Potentially.
No. Unfortunately.
Could I have bought a medical droid instead?
Instead? Sure.
Well, are those worth the same, or are they the same size?
They seem roughly equivalent. Are you sure you want interrogation droid instead of a medical droid instead of interrogation droid?
I don't actually care that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you do.
I'll keep my interrogation.
Really, this is the one thing that needs to happen because literally no one has any skills for this. Is he doesn't get any help, but I do need to figure out what the damage of the lightsaber does.
And mine has 3 extra power thing or whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember what.
Perfect.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And it ignores armor.
Yeah, +3. Yeah, he didn't have any armor anyway, so that doesn't matter. 3. Yeah, 3 plus power for the purposes of... Okay, so that means you had 7... What actually... Did you actually roll for that? I think you did,
I
right?
rolled against Bioka.
Right.
that. I didn't actually roll against him.
But you got...
I don't think it was that much more than Bioka, but I think
I don't think so either.
I think I rolled I think he rolled a 4 and I rolled.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it again. I should have done this when it was happening, but I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna arbitrarily say it is a severe wound. Which means, Ren, if you would like to do transference, you will have to make a health test. That is, you have to make an OB4 health test for him.
I guess I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Can my droid fork in chemist?
To do what?
I'm gonna give him some drugs that'll help.
No.
Okay.
Because that's literally what the medicinal rolls are for, is to give advantage dice on a health test, but you don't have any of the ones that actually would help. So
Gotcha.
yeah. So yeah. OB4 health tests, Connor. You spend a persona on this?
Gonna open end that.
Is it open-ended for the purposes of?
Well, it's transcendent, so I have to use a force point for it.
It doesn't mean it opened. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you're.
And I take an advantage for Jared's droid.
No,
I don't.
No, he literally has an interrogation droid. He's good at torturing people, not exact opposite.
It has pain wise.
Sure, Kalos, you can have your droid do a linked test with Painwise to help.
Yeah,
if you'd like.
Make it harder. What's the... No, I don't.
Okay.
I want.
What's his skill? What's his skill in it?
Maybe 3.
I think it's
okay. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, it's B3. I can already do interrogation stuff, and the medical droid might be. I don't know. He might keep it for himself in case he gets hurt. Guys, story choice.
I think you would have an interrogation droid.
But I can do all these. Wait, do I actually have the interrogation?
I don't think you do.
The base op was 4, Kib.
Bianca does, but you don't. Yes, OB4.
Oh, I have intimidation. Okay, yeah, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend persona on this because the character arc here will still stand whether I succeed or not. So I don't really care if he lives or dies in meta terms.
Ooh,
oh my gosh,
that was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's dead. He's a dead boy.
He's not dead. He's just died.
So he's not dead automatically because that's not how severe wounds work. But he will recover incredibly slowly and will need people to nurse him back to health. You can mark a difficult health test though. You can still spend another fate if you'd like to reroll one failed die, but the chances of that are pretty astronomical. So yeah, severe wound.
Is there any downside to Connor for failing that?
Well, yeah, he actually gets the. Oh yeah, I forgot. You literally just take the health test for him.
Yeah,
that's not how it works. So he's fine. Or right?
What?
No.
No. Yeah, that's how it works. Because transference.
Connor's arms and legs fall off.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So Connor, this is how it works. Transference means you take the test for him, right? So succeed or fail, it's you taking this test. So you have the failure of failing a severe.
Severe wound. I feel like that's not how that works.
So we can look at it again.
Mm-hmm.
So transference for the sake of I see. You may take test your health in place of theirs for the sake of their recovery.
Right. Yeah. Well, because that's just not how the Jedi power works.
Downside is this: whenever you test health in this way, your fort is taxed by an amount equal to the obstacle of the health test plus any margin of failure.
So what does that mean?
So that means
The base op of 4 plus 3 for failing by that much? Is that what that means?
I think you might have died.
No, there's no way.
It
Okay.
sounds like it.
So whenever you test health in this way, your fort is taxed by an amount equal to the obstacle of the health test, 4, plus any margin of failure, 3. That's 7. Resolve overtax as per the classic sorcery rules. Okay, page 504.
And from what I understand, Ren is alone. Like, none of us are near him during this, correct?
I think Bioka's in the ship, but you and I are outside.
He went there by himself.
So here, this is what it says. If Sorcerer's fort is reduced below 0, he has overtaxed himself. His body is overloaded with the power of the spell. For each point, his fort drops below 0. So you have a 4, so 3. He takes physical damage equal to the obstacle of the spell in pips on the grayscale. So that isn't super bad for you. You take a B3 wound. Which okay. Apparently I didn't write down anybody's wound tolerances. Let's see. Okay, so that is a superficial wound for you, so it's actually not super bad.
Great. Gracious.
Yeah, so you have a superficial wound, so that's just going to give you a +1 ob penalty until you get it taken care of. But you also go unconscious because you're overtaxed, right?
I mean, so can I say that they were all in the room of this thing of the prisoners, because we were like deciding their fate, right? And I just like walked away. Can we say that this happens in the room where everybody's in?
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like Nibbit and Kalos literally left. Yeah.
We're outside training telekinesis right now.
Up to Biaka whether or not he's even here. What were you doing, Biaka? You're muted, by the way.
This whole time?
Yeah, so Kalos and Nibbit went off to check on the crashed ship, and Ren went over to deal with the prisoners.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the ship.
Okay, so literally they all left you, and Ren, you go unconscious trying to help Torso Boy in the middle of the spaceship.
Trying to help Torso Boy. Oh, gosh.
That's terrible.
So this is what we see, right? You go over and you're...
Can I sense that?
You might be able to. So I think what happens, right? Ren goes over, like sits cross-legged next to Torso Boy, and he's just like, like obviously probably unconscious, but like obviously like worse for wear. He's gonna die, right? And we see Ren just like put a hand on him and look over to Lurie, who's just like nodding at you with like a slight smile on her face of like, this is a good thing you're doing. And then you just
trying to kill me.
You just like are grunting and sweating, and we just see like cold sweat break off of your out over your entire body, and you just like, I can't. It's too much. And she just says, Ren, a good man doesn't give up when things are hard.
He's trying to kill him.
A good Jedi.
He presses forward and does what's right, even if it costs him his life.
That's creepy.
Yeah, geez Louise. I'm haunted by luminous beings is right.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, she didn't actually get killed by a Sith. She got turned by a Sith and then killed by a Jedi. No.
You're just joking, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, you had enough control over this trait to not have that be true. So her eyes widen as she realizes what it's doing to you, and then she says, Ren, stop. No, you have to sever the connection. It's taking too much from you.
But you just said a good man will do the right thing even if he dies.
And she frowns and she says, I suppose I did. She seems like conflicted in that moment. Like she said it because she was like, hopefully it would give him some strength to like push through it. But she's like, oh no, like,
Yep.
And then you just pass out, right?
Yeah.
And I think we just cut from the scene there. And we don't see immediately what happens. Biyaka, I think because you're connected to Ren, I think I will allow you a test to figure out that this happened.
Okay.
So you can make a meditation test as you guys are making your way towards the ship to know that this is going on. So op 3.
All three of us are going to the ship?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh.
And HK12.
Okay, I was under the assumption that Lance and I were just outside training, waiting for Connor to do whatever.
Oh, okay.
Meditation roll.
So I guess we need to make sure we figure out what's actually happening here.
Summarize what Nibbit and Kalos were doing?
Yeah, that. If you guys are just training outside.
We legitimately had just said that we walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Nibbit was either hoping, maybe we should RP this.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Before you do that, can I say that I left to the ship after them, maybe? So I never actually saw them training. I mean, left from the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. So Biyaka's just headed there to check it out.
I'm headed towards the crash ship. They're already there training. And then this happens to Connor.
So Kalos and Nibbit said they
we're
training
not at the new ship. We're at our current ship. We're just outside waiting for Connor.
So basically what happened here is, right, everyone went their separate ways from the engine room, and Kalos and Nibbit were right outside the shuttle, and we're waiting for Ren to do his stuff by training. What would you do in that situation, Biyaka?
So I'm far away. I'm the only one far away.
So you say you would go towards the ship anyway?
The crashed one. Well, I'm saying I was on my way there.
Right. So I'm just asking, would you still do that even if Kalos and Nibbit didn't go with you?
Yeah, I would have gone.
Okay, so Kalos and Nibbit, would you have...
Because Ren was still there at the ship.
Yeah, right. So then Kalos and Nibbit, would you guys just go with Biyaka if you just see him walking off?
No.
Yeah, I would I'm assuming I would end up going by myself.
Okay.
Because they wanted to train, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure that we knew what was happening.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm headed towards the ship, the crashed ship, while Ren passes out.
Yes. So let's make the meditation roll first, real quick. Then we can know where Biyaka is and whether or not he'll interrupt what your guys are doing, Kalos, in a bit. But yeah, so go ahead and make a meditation.
This is to know if I sense it.
Exactly. It'll be an op 3.
Can I fork in force tremors wise?
Yes.
I could have a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm, certainly. There needs to be one of you needs to get the wise bad feeling wise.
Is that one?
You can make it up, yeah.
Literally, you can make
I think that's
any
all
single thing that
in.
exists so wise.
Yep.
I think that's all I got. What's the op?
Op 3.
Did you not know that?
Oh, well,
you got 2 6s.
Oh yeah.
So if you have some fate to throw around.
So this is to roll. So I'm saying I want to know that he passed out.
Yeah.
If you fail, that means if you want to leave it a fail, that means you want to. You don't care if you find him or. Yeah.
Well, no, but I wouldn't sense it, right?
Yes, exactly.
I don't think you're gonna let Connor die, so
you
I'm just gonna leave it.
Cool.
So I keep going to the crash ship by myself.
Apparently, Biyaka does not have enough connection to you, Ren, through the Force to know this.
This moment,
it makes sense. You guys are very, very contradictory to each other.
That's fair.
Well, and he hasn't been my master for a long time.
Yep. Cool.
True.
Yeah. So Biyaka's just making way to the ship, and then Nibbit and Kalos, you guys are gonna have a conversation.
So
and Connor's just dying slowly.
We just walked out of the one of the exits of the ship, and I'm just like,
Master, I've been wanting to ask something. I was wondering if, because the mean Wookiee man took one of my lightsabers, I was hoping if you could help me fix this one. And I bring out the other one, the pieces that I had picked up before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, oh, could you tell me what I'm missing so I can be able to make this work?
Have I seen that one open before? Because
You guys have never seen this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, if you, I extend my hand to you to see it. Don't worry, I won't take it for you from you.
It's okay.
And I press the button. I guess does it?
As far as I know, it was just like all we know is it was broken parts of a Sith lightsaber.
Okay.
And
I thought that one. I don't remember.
What are you asking about?
I want to see if I can jury rig this lightsaber to work.
Mm-hmm.
So you have one. You have your regular orange lightsaber. You have a working Sith lightsaber. You did get that, and you have two.
Wait, he got it from me?
No, you.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah. You also have components for two non-working lightsabers. Yeah.
Yes, I'm basically wondering.
Oh, okay. So you're handing me the broken one, but you still have.
I'm basically giving you a bunch of Sith
broken lightsaber parts. Yeah.
Okay, but you still have one that works on your person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was.
And basically, I want to learn how to make this work because the mean Wookiee isn't giving me what I want.
Can I roll Sith Doctrine? Because in every part of the Jedi and Sith teachings, it always involves building your lightsaber. That has been an integral part of the teaching process of both of them. You played the Force Unleashed, Caleb. You don't remember the sequence?
I know. I'm just trying to figure out
a way around it.
You can make you can help Nibbit with Sith Doctrine if he wants to fix these lightsabers, but there actually has to be a role here. Telekinesis could work, right? Because we all have seen the Jedi put together their lightsabers like that.
Could I just roll telekinesis to put it together?
Oh, you know what? Probably not in this instance because it's not just the pieces, it's that some of them are broken, right? Like these lightsabers got damaged in your fight with them. Okay. So it's not as simple as putting it together. It's literally fixing something that's broken about it.
I want to understand how the parts actually, like how their technology works, basically, and how I can be able to replace certain broken parts with other scavenged pieces that I've found.
Can I just show him how to put it together with telekinesis?
Yes.
Not exactly. Okay.
So I think. I don't even think you need to roll here. It's just like when Nibbit
I would like to roll.
Well, what I'm saying is, I don't think it matters either way because you're not going to be able to fix it. You can show him how it goes together, but that's really how we would the only thing that's going to do mechanically is later in the future, you can just help him, right?
Okay.
Or have.
But if I show him now, could he roll scavenger or something to put it together?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that no matter what, Nibbit is going to have to make a roll himself to fix it.
Well,
but you can offer him a helping die with your Sith Doctrine or telekinesis, either one, right? To show him how it fits together. No, just one of them.
Okay. Well, I will roll telekinesis with Sith Doctrine.
Well, you know what you could do? You could make a linked test. You could do a link test with telekinesis. And you could
give him a link.
A help die with Sith Doctrine, right? That makes sense because if you're literally helping him put it together with telekinesis and he's just fixing a broken piece, that could work.
I will help him with Jedi Doctrine, and I will help myself with Sith Doctrine.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you fork Sith Doctrine into telekinesis. Cool. Yep. Yeah. Right. Go for it.
And I'll also fork in Force Wise and Force Tremors Wise.
And so, Nibbit, you have to answer this question for me. Is this going to be a jury rigging roll?
This is 100% just for me to be able to get that joke.
Lance has accepted Burning Wheel as his own.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good. Yep. So you just want it to work once.
What's the ob to show him?
And plus, I have another one. This is just one of them.
You just want to make sure you can understand it. So let's see.
In reality, do I even want your help? If I want to fail this,
So I think it's going to be... So Kalos is going to be an Ob 4 for telekinesis. Whoa.
I made that harder for you.
You have to spend a fate automatically. So it's going to reroll one of those failed dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, have we been doing that? You rolled the telekinesis earlier too, Kalos.
Do you have to...
Every time you use a force
even
power,
to help?
if you're rolling the skill.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you got 3 successes. I don't know if you have a call on or anything, but
I
don't think you do.
have hatred.
Yeah, I think you have to use that before the fact though. So
we have yet to.
yeah, so I don't know why you would be failing this, but
They're probably just two broken.
damage. Yeah.
2 damage.
But yeah, Nibbit, you can still make the roll. It's gonna be harder now.
100% do that.
Sounds good.
So jury rigging. I'm not using any help. No.
Well, you get one help because he can help you with Jedi Doctrine. Unless you don't want it.
You don't have.
I don't want your help. I want to fail.
You also, wait, are you wanting it to be difficult or do you want it to be a challenging roll? Or
I need it to be challenging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then don't accept that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't want your help.
Yeah. So go ahead and put the ob as 4, and then an additional complications as 1.
See, I definitely made it challenging.
Whew.
Is that it?
That help?
That's challenging. No, you got it.
Okay, so how does this work now?
So now we take those bubbles off. You have an agility of 5.
Does jury rigging aptitude?
Let me look. So it is still a mix of agility and will. So I don't know if it's resetting it properly. So you have, let's see, you have 5 in will, or sorry, you have 4 in will and a 5 in agility. So yes, the aptitude is still 6, unfortunately. You have to upgrade one of those again for it to, because it has 2 roots. But I mean, you certainly increase your agility, which like overall super helps you. Mm-hmm. So.
And then this goes here, and then it just, the whole thing just like
sparks and fizzes and falls apart. Yeah. So
one of them is busted beyond repair. That's
pretty much. Well, you probably damaged the crystal.
Wait for.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I was hoping that, and in that moment, I was thinking that maybe Nibbit would be able to sense that something happened to Ren.
Sure, yeah, you can make a meditation and roll yourself.
Because I'm too good of a person.
So same thing, Op 3.
Yep. I will use a persona.
Okay.
So how does that help again? What do I do?
So in the Artha field, when you start making the roll, you put 1 in there. It's just to, like, you add a die, basically.
Okay.
And then you can put that.
Other than that, I don't think there's really anything that's going to help me with this. So
yeah, I don't think so.
Survival.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And you said Ob 3.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Perfect. Cool. So,
Master, we have to go. We have to go now.
Yep.
Where?
Follow me.
I just tug him.
Okay.
Go back to the ship.
I walk.
Yeah. So you guys make it to the passenger area, and Ren is just like passed out on the ground.
Can I make an observation check to see what went down, or is it pretty obvious?
I think it's pretty obvious because Torso Boy seems. Actually, I was going to describe this. So I think Ren, because of your sacrifice here, and I think Lurie, what we see Lurie, the Force. We like cut back to that moment, right? And we see Lurie, look down at your like unconscious form, and then like sigh, and then just say, "I'm sorry, Ren. I pushed you into that. I shouldn't have. Here, let me help someone at least. I have enough strength left to do something." And she just presses her ghostly hand into Torso Boy's chest, and then his arms and legs start growing back.
It sure would be a shame if I just killed him.
And so by the time you guys get there, you see that Ren is on the floor unconscious, but Torso Boy is no longer Torso Boy. So
Is he unconscious or is he awake?
he's unconscious.
I will ask, because I used meditation to sense the situation. I used a fate, correct? Does that fate point go into anything?
Did you what?
Meditation cost a fate?
Meditation
I thought
doesn't.
they. Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
meditation is the only one that meditation and lightsaber don't.
Okay. Are you
So-
gonna kill him?
One thing I want to look real quick
I
at.
could just kill Connor.
Let's see. A wizard
Oh,
with a
gosh.
sickness. Yeah, it's true. A wizard with a sickness may test to recover his tax fort when he rests. Once the character is resting, test health against an obstacle equal to the number of fort dice lost to determine how long it takes to recover. So basically, if you guys get Ren into bed somewhere, if you pull out like a space cot on this shuttle, and lay him down, he can make this test, and we can figure out how long it will take him to recover from this.
Connor or
Connor.
okay. I looked to Nibbit. I'm like, see if you can scavenge up some back to nope, not back to doesn't exist yet.
Kolto.
Kolto? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Nibbit, that's the thing you could do. You could scour the ship for Kolto.
I'm on it, master.
And when he leaves, you just see my brow furrow like,
I could
kill
solve a
him.
problem. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I could take two of them together. I can't take, but he's just pacing back and forth like
Sith pace.
But ultimately, he just like punches the
think
wall.
if you try
and-
to kill him, I'll sense it. At
Probably,
least.
yeah.
Well, there's no way you'd be able to get there before I run him through. You're halfway to the
Yeah,
ship by
but
now.
I would come
But-
kill you.
Well, you would try.
Okay, Ob 3, Lance. Scavenging.
Okay. So I'm assuming I have a ton of different things for this.
You should at least have a couple. Component wise,
Scavenger wise, unless that's what
he doesn't have scavenger wise.
or scavenger.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
call on, but yeah,
What's
So
the thing he has? It's
the trait scavenger. It's a call on.
scavenging is a skill.
Yeah, that's what he's using to make the roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forging,
What's-
survival.
So I know I gave foraging before, but I shouldn't have done that. That skill should not
I mean,
have.
to be
I should
fair, foraging is for herbal and plant things.
Yes, but
Kolto is a
not
plant.
Kolto. No.
Kolto's a plant. It's
Not
harvested.
processed Kolto does not fall under this category. So, yeah, you can do component wise for sure. But
Pirate wise,
no, this is
pirating their loot.
this isn't a pirate shuttle.
my short stature helped me check her out.
I will give you an advantage die for that. Yeah, there are like definitely short space, like compartments you could look into easier.
We're on an uncharted world.
No, so I will give you trove wise though, Nibbit. Because like you're used to searching out like hidden caches of items. So yeah,
Mhm.
this definitely falls under that category. So I think 3 helping die. Yeah.
3.
And Op 3.
Okay.
There you go.
Really nice.
So you find some extra Kolto. So that's definitely going to help Ren recover.
Mhm.
I'm assuming like a minute or two later, with you being very conflicted.
Yeah,
Master, I found this. Will they help other master?
he looks down at him one more time, and he just like I assume just punches a dent in the wall, and he just begrudgingly like force carries him over to a cot,
Yeah. So
and he ties Torso Boy up, so Caleb can't do any GM nonsense.
Torso Boy was already tied up, but yeah.
Oh, he wasn't. He was just a torso. How do you tie up just a torso?
That's fair. I said that he was
We just,
strapped into the
wrap
seat.
a chain around
we
his
just put a belt
body.
on him.
No, literally is strapped into the seat. Yeah, that's what I said. So Ren, you can make a health test now with I was going to say with advantage, but with some advantage die, advantage dice for the Kolto.
Is there anything I could give to help him?
I don't think so.
Would meditation help him?
Maybe.
Would an untrained telepathy roll to ease his mind? Nope.
Given the fact that you probably failed, no.
Well, I mean, I'd get that test though. No, I'm kidding. I don't want Connor to die just yet.
So Conrad's an
Not until we have a Anakin Obi-Wan scene, right?
yeah, exactly. It's an
Where
op
you fall
3.
to the dark side and I come back.
It's an op 3 health
That's more
test,
like
Connor.
a Rey and Kylo scene. We're not into that.
Op 3 health test, Ren. You can take 2 advantage die for the Colto. 2 advantage dice.
Wait, say that again.
It's an op 3 health test to regain your fort tax.
Oh, that I have to make?
Yes. But you get 2 advantage dice from the Colto.
Yeah, okay.
Can he
Said 3?
roll proprioception to help with that?
Woo!
Doesn't even need it.
Cool. So what it says here in the book here is the full rest time is 4 hours per lost die. Meeting the obstacle reduces the required resting time to 3 hours per die. Exceeding the obstacle by 1, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you could get less hours if you increase them. But so as it stands right now, it's going to take you 9 hours to wake up from this. So you will heal, but it'll take you 9 hours. Cool. Yep. So Ren is resting.
So what did we learn?
Don't heal people.
Don't help anyone ever. So Biaka, let's cut to you. You make it to the ship, or at least in sight of the ship, right? You can actually see more.
Crashed one.
Say again.
The crashed one, right?
Yeah, exactly. The crash one. Yep. HK12 is next to you, and he just says, observation. It seems that there is a distress signal coming from the ship. Do you see that flare, Master? And yeah, you can see that. It looks like someone crashed and like did the spaceship equivalent of putting their hazards on, right?
Okay. So can I don't just want to barge in there. So can I meditate to see if someo's in there?
Yeah. You want to like
I can sense
reach out with the force and sense
soul.
what's there. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. I think it's gonna be an all 4 meditation.
That's hard.
You can fork in force tremors wise.
Force tremors wise.
Go ahead and fork in observation for this. I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Given the nature of what this is.
What about tactics? I'm doing something. I'm
I don't
planning
think so,
before I
no.
just go in.
No, you can make a tactics after this, but.
All right, I'm gonna roll with 2 helps.
Mm-hmm.
Big solid 4.
Yep. Nope. Okay, you do have a 6. You have 7 fate. If you spent 2, you would have a 67% chance of succeeding, something like that.
Since I failed, if I go in and there is someone, am I going to get like
Something bad will happen. Yes.
All right, I'll roll fate.
You want to spend 2 then?
2.
Then you can re-roll
Yeah.
two failed dice.
Do I do remaining ob 2?
Yeah, remaining op 2 and dice 2. Yep. There you go.
Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah, you got 2 6s again and then re-rolled them. Nice. Awesome. So, we'll take those fate off of your pool there and put them on meditation. I just went ahead and did that for you. So Biaka, you reach out with the force and you sense the mind of a predator, right? This isn't some helpless civilian who crashed this ship. This is a trained killer who is used to shielding their mind from force invasion like this. So it was lucky that you managed to pierce his veil. But also is literally setting up this as an ambush.
And I can feel that.
You can feel that. You feel like literally a predator waiting for their prey. That's the sense you get, and you feel that you're the prey.
So
Okay.
if I roll tactics and win, then I can go in there and survive whatever his skirmish is.
Basically, yeah, you could roll tactics. I mean, honestly, you don't even have to really roll tactics. You can basically just fork it in if you get into a combat with this dude.
Okay.
You can make if you want to like say I want to devise this specific plan. you can make a tactics roll, and then if you succeed, the plan will pretty much work for the most part.
So can I send my droid in first?
Sure, you can send your helpless protocol droid in first if you'd like to.
So my plan would be I'm gonna have HK walk in, just not too far, but like walk in just to see like the basic what's going on. And if something goes wrong, I'll force pull him back to me so he doesn't get messed up.
Okay.
So do I have to roll for that?
You'll have to roll for the telekinesis part of it when it gets to it. But we see, so you turn to HK and you tell him this, and he turns back to you and he says, something about your tone, exasperated reply. Something about your tone tells me that there is danger up ahead, Master. Is there something you're not telling me about this situation?
It's none of your business, droid. Just do what I say.
Caleb, please tell me this isn't what I think it is.
I don't know what you think it is, but
already?
I have no idea what you think it is.
Okay.
It's the guy hunting us.
Message me on
Bounty
Facebook
hunter.
and ask me what it is.
Oh, I just said it.
Oh, is that what you just said? Okay.
Is
Well,
it
you'll
my
see.
bounty hunter?
You'll see.
Ugh.
So, he turns to you and he says, further exasperation. Master, when you ripped out all of my assassination protocols, I was expecting not to be thrown into dangerous situations again.
Trust me, HK. Nothing's gonna happen. You're fine. Now go in there.
Skeptical remark. I can tell when you're lying, Master. And then he just like starts hobbling forward. So, what do you want him to do? Just walk forward?
I want him to walk up
bait?
the ramp. Like walk up the ramp. Is the ship open?
What
Like the ramp's down?
You can tell that the ramp is down, but the ramp is like on the other side of the ship from where you are.
Oh. So I would want to go over there. I want him to go inside of it. I want him to like walk up the ramp. Not all the way in, like up the ramp till you get to the point where you can see the inside of the ship.
So,
but you're not like fully in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. So you're going to send him into the ship to be able to look into the ship, up the ramp
to look into the ship. And
are you going to move your position at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna be over there by the.
So you want to circle around?
I'm probably hiding in the brush on the side of the ship where the ramp is, and I'm watching him go up.
Okay.
So that I can save him from any danger.
Okay, go ahead and make a.
I just want him to, and then if I want to pull him back to see like if he saw anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealthy check for me. A stealthy test.
Have that.
Exactly. Go ahead and add it to being learned. It's based on speed.
What's the
It is going to be against his observation. Jared, why did you not give this character observation? What is wrong with you?
Because he doesn't need it. He has so many wises that he could be used in place of it.
Nice. So that means I win.
He can't actually use wises in place of it.
What?
No, that's not how those work. Wises help other things. He can't roll finding people wise to. No, that's not how that works.
He could. I literally messaged you about that.
No, you asked me if he could use that to find people on other systems, not to notice a stealthy character coming up to him.
I'll quickly change this thing.
You want to reduce?
He's allowed to just change the character.
That is
the character would have
something.
observation. Yeah.
Oh, quickly.
Well, I want my character to have stealthy.
Again, this is an NPC. This isn't a player character. You can't just change it.
Also, I'm a Wookiee.
It's not Caleb's fault. It's
Jared's.
It's me not knowing the rules.
Yeah.
So there you go. I went in and added to a sheet already. Jared.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be.
I gave him 6, but whatever.
He will get a bunch of tests from this for this.
A bunch of forks. Every fork in the world.
Let's see.
Killing wise, Jedi wise, finding people wise, bounty hunting wise, assassination wise.
Okay, your obstacle is 3. Wow, you didn't actually roll very well.
Well, it's 6 because he doesn't have. track. You can't track your tracking when it's working.
So what do you get? 3?
Yep. So you're gonna put in 3 as the app.
You were very.
Yeah. So because you don't have the skill, it doubles to 6. You can
Yeah,
mark
but
that.
why do I have to be stealthy? Because isn't he in the ship?
So this is literally just so he doesn't know that you circled around the ship and are hiding in the bushes. That's all it is. Like if you didn't care about that, then that's fine.
But he can know that by observation.
Yep.
Like even if he can't see me.
I mean, he has technology that could scope you out too. So you can mark that difficult test on speed though. I mean, that's helpful. So Biyaka, you think you're being stealthy, right? You're just kind of like Wookiee hiding in the brush, but you're also not on Kashyyyk anymore. So there aren't trees to hide you. You're not used to having this sparse of vegetation to hide behind. And you make your way around like the crater, right, that he landed in. Go hide into the bushes and then send HK-12 forward. HK is just like walking up the ramp. And he just looks back and he says, "Master, I don't sense any life forms." And then we see a shot of a guy in Mandalorian armor on a rocky outcropping with a sniper rifle, just like trained on you, Biyaka, and he pulls the trigger.
He's halfway across the planet.
he's as far away as he could have gotten in the time that he had, basically. Mm-hmm. So I
thought he was in the ship.
He pretended to be in the ship.
But I sensed him in the ship.
You sensed someone in the ship.
So there's other people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, just so you know.
Well, then why did I roll against him though? Yeah, but I rolled against him.
Wait, what did I have you roll against? No, you just rolled meditation. You didn't roll against anyone in particular.
No, the stealthy.
Oh yeah, but he's observing you. Yeah, he's observing you from the distance.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, and you'll understand what he made as a trap here.
You need to get out, dude. You need to get out of here. This is a little metagamey, but Chad, you're gonna die.
Okay, so he gets to add in assassination wise, bounty hunting wise, blaster wise, Jedi wise, killing wise.
Assassination wise.
I already added that one.
Oh, bounty hunting wise.
And he'll get an extra.
My Tuesday nights will be free.
He has a blaster wise as well.
I already added that one. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So he shoots you with an OB7 marksmanship test. Biyaka, how are you going to resist this? Like, what is your response to it? You can roll lightsaber to block it, right? It's a blaster shot.
No, I'm gonna dodge it.
Keep in mind, rolling a skill is always your best bet against another skill. Because if you roll a stat against a skill, his successes will double. So you can dodge like narratively, but the skill you're actually rolling is probably going to be like lightsaber or telekinesis or something. Because that's going to be way more helpful for you.
Yeah, my lightsaber is 5.
Yeah, that seems like the best thing, right? It's just Biyaka reacts instinctively with the force and just tries to block the bolt.
So I'm going to use force tremors wise.
Yep.
Observation. I'm about to get shot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can't you fork in meditation with lightsaber?
Only if you meditate beforehand.
But you did meditate beforehand. You were ready. Yeah, you were ready for something. So that I'm fine with that. You can get another bonus die from that.
He did fail the meditation though.
No, he didn't. He got it with fate.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I see now. Yeah.
Yep. So you can add 3 modifiers.
What about proprioception?
So that's something you can do after the fact. So as a reminder of what that does, it's basically you can supercharge fate and you can make it reroll 5s and 4s as well.
Okay. So do I have 4 helps?
You have 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Meditation, observation, force tremors wise.
You're lucky Caleb's being.
Whoa, you did
go.
it. Congratulations, man. That was really good.
Yeah, you're lucky Caleb's being generous because that could have been a +8.
I don't think so. I added everything I thought made sense.
Tracking, stealthy, and observation.
Nah.
What? Okay.
I mean, he didn't.
Stealthy doesn't help you aim better.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're not noticed, you have all the time in the world to aim. So
Honor.
Okay, so I
honestly
blocked
don't know
the
if we're gonna
shot or
get
what?
out of this.
Everyone's just
Because this bounty hunter is going to go straight to the other ship, and that's going to be within like 30 minutes. You have to be unconscious for 9 hours.
Yeah,
That was his punishment?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have an idea.
Thing.
I have an idea with Ren. Don't worry. So Biaka, you managed to do this. He hasn't done anything in the game yet, so I don't think he has fate yet. He's an NPC. He can only roll 1/6 anyway if he did spend
you
fate.
Start
So
with 3.
no, NPCs don't automatically start with fate. At least normally. So you can mark that difficult test on lightsaber, which is helpful. 2 difficult tests away from upgrading that, so that's fun.
That's only difficult? 7?
Yeah, so right on the number. So you were rolling 7 dice, or no, you were rolling 8 dice against 7. So that's difficult test. If it was, if you were rolling 6 dice against the ob 7, that would be challenging. But you don't actually need a challenging. You already have that challenging for lightsaber, so you need difficults right now. So this is a good for you. Yeah, so we see Biaka at the last second just be like, the Predator isn't in the ship. He's behind me. And then you just like and block the bolt.
That's awesome.
And then, I mean, you know it came from behind you somewhere, but what do you do?
I'm going to say that I yell to HK and say, let's go, follow me. And then I start running towards the other ship, our ship.
Okay, you're just going to run across an open field for a good 10 minutes? Why is it an open field? Well, so I imagine...
I thought there were trees and stuff.
And there's not trees. It's like a rocky landscape. So it's like sparse vegetation, if any. So bushes and stuff, but not like trees.
Can I roll meditation to try to reach out to Ren or... Wait, do I know Ren is passed out?
You don't.
I don't know. So can I roll meditation to reach out to him and Carlos, like to come help me?
Sure. Yeah.
Or at least like come towards. I want to try to get towards them, but if there's a huge field, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. So
did you say you want to reach out in the Force to get me and Carlos to come help you?
Yeah, but I don't know you're passed out.
I mean, is sitting down to meditate while someone is sniping you in the open a good idea?
So I don't have to. I can be.
No, so I just realized there's a difference between meditation and telekinesis, or sorry, telepathy. Right? Telepathy is like just speaking to someone in their mind. Meditate. You could contact them with meditation, but it would be way more vague and take more time. Right? So they could get a vision of you running, but it would still be like you would have to like actually take time to meditate.
Well, this guy can just keep shooting me with Ob 7, and then I'm dead.
Exactly. So
what am I supposed to do?
You can get behind the ship.
You can use his ship as cover.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the ship.
There you go. Yeah. So you just run forward.
Does he have bombs? Jared should not be giving commentary on what this guy's capable of.
Yeah, so
like 0.
Just a note, Jared doesn't actually decide ultimately what this guy is capable of. I am taking my liberties with the character that he randomly made for fun. So he doesn't actually get to decide
Caleb's
this.
boss building abilities, so he's going to take this and make it even harder.
Yes.
Why do I have to fight the boss? I'm the lowest level.
Because you went by yourself to the ship. Yeah.
You were too busy trying to make a Sith apprentice.
Hey, I didn't teach him any Sith things yet.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Biaka,
I don't want to go in the ship though, because then I'll be stuck. But it could give me a chance to meditate if I get in there.
That's true. Yeah.
And you could always not go. Like you could always go to. I mean, I'm not saying not go on the ship, but you can always go to the side opposite to where.
Is his ship big enough? Well, would I be able to? Okay, is his ship big enough to have like an escape pod on it?
That sounds like a roll.
We have the specs for it, right? It's a monitor, isn't it?
Yes, I know whether or not it does. I just like Biaka would have to make a roll to know like, oh, this class of ship would have a
I get what you're saying.
escape
But
pod.
I have no way to know. I can't use observation, right?
No, yeah. So that's just like for no.
Wouldn't I be able to see it on the outs? Like see a.
I'm not saying it would be a difficult roll. I'm just saying there probably would be a roll, right?
But like,
to be
what
able
do
to
what
recognize.
skill?
I think ship-wise,
Oh,
right? So you have to add that to be learned. But I don't think it's gonna be super difficult. I think Ob 2 on ship-wise. It's based on perception.
okay. So let's say it does have one. Could I go? Do I need pilot or something to go in there, hop in it, and just blast me somewhere random on the planet?
Nope. No, you can just do that.
Okay, I want to roll.
Unless
for
it's
it, then.
unless it would be locked or something, which you're not sure of, but he might
Okay.
have lockdown.
I want to roll to see if it has.
Sure. Yep. Shipwise, you can add it to your being learned. It's based on perception.
Okay. Ob 2.
Yep.
Oh.
Yikes. Yeah. So it doubles to
Got
4,
that
but
routine.
So I don't know, or can you just tell me it doesn't?
I think that's what it is. It just doesn't.
Okay.
Biaka, go ahead and mark a bubble on shipwise though. You're learning that. Given your trait, that seems like a skill you might want to learn. Yeah. So Biaka, you're just like, oh crap. Okay, this class of ship doesn't have escape pod, so that's not an option.
And I don't know how to operate the like scanners and stuff to like send a signal.
Really, no.
So can I roll tactics to try to get away? Can I try to make a plan? Like
sure, yeah. If you want to make like an escape plan that will help you like be covered from his shots, sure. Yeah, that seems like a good tactics roll.
So my tactic is to run to each rocky outcropping and hide behind them and wait. Like, and then when he tries to shoot me, I'll block it or something. And go from rock to rock.
That makes sense.
Back all the way back to our ship.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm just trying to figure out what like the obstacle of that would be.
I think it would be a future linked test to help against when he does the next lightsaber.
Oh, you know what? Actually, could I roll telekinesis and just pick up a big rock and use it as a shield? No, shield
as a shield
and carry it all the way back.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, so let's just do this. I think it's going to be you can roll tactics if you want to, Biaka, to get an advantage dice on this.
Okay.
On that, yeah, that's something you can.
I can't fork on that, right?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. Base ob.
Let's just make it a base ob 1. That seems like a pretty solid plan, but you might be able to get something.
Okay,
Yep, there you go. So extra bonus die there. You can mark a routine on tactics there for that roll. But then, yeah, I think you're just rolling telekinesis against his marksmanship, I think.
Can't I? So I can fork in the tactic. Can I fork in force tremors wise to like
I think
try to sense when he's going to shoot me?
Mm-hmm.
And observation for the same reason?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 helps.
I think so. Yes, that sounds
tactics,
right.
Force tremors, observation. Okay,
I think so.
And the ob.
The ob is going to be whatever I roll for this.
Oh wait, he also gets bonus because he has a superior quality gun.
I don't think it gives him just an advantage die.
Oh, I thought it gave him 2.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, do you have like an upgraded gun? Or like literally a superior quality gun? Like that's one thing.
Superior quality gave 1 or 2 extra dice.
No,
but
not automatically. So as far as I know, with Burning Wheel rules, it doesn't automatically just give dice to stuff. It just you do more damage and stuff when it hits. Your ob is another 7.
Oh wait!
Yikes!
Oh, I didn't even put an ob. Got a 1.
A 1.
Spirit
so I die.
Firearms at a +1.
Or maybe just my rock blows up that I tried to pick up.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I don't think you get killed or anything. This is literally because you are holding a giant boulder in front of you, right? It's literally just like you make a break for it with a boulder like protecting you. We see the Mandalorian like put in like an explosive round or something, right? And just like long like arc of a shot that's like beautifully aimed and just it's like drills into the boulder and literally like puts it into just shrapnel. And Biaka, you barely managed to get out of the way in time, and you like dive into a gully. Oh, by the way, what did you do with HK? He's also walking towards
He's going as fast as he can towards the ship.
Okay, so
But I'm assuming the guy doesn't care about shooting him.
probably doesn't care immediately. He might destroy him after he kills you. But so
If he kills you.
yeah, Biaka, you're in like a gully now, like, and yeah, it's bad because you also know he has like some sort of explosive round. So if he like just like artilleried you right now, like just did like a mortar shot into the gully, he might be able to kill you that way.
And
so,
I can't. So now I can't just try that again, right?
No, you know that basically that
It's
avenue
not
has
gonna
failed. Yeah. But
I could still go the rock to rock.
Yes,
route.
you could still try that. One thing you could also try, since you're like have a moment in this gully here, is you could make a meditation roll at this point to try to contact.
But he could blow me up.
Ren and Kalos. Yeah, it's a risk. Basically, I would say if you failed the meditation, it's that it takes too long and he fires a shot.
So I'm gonna say that I think I would try to do that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Just like help.
Like just really short. Like a really short, like
Yep.
Oops.
Let me see.
So are you trying to set it to both of us or just one of us?
If I'm trying to reach out to them, can't they help me? Or no, because they're not trying to.
Yeah, they're not attempting to help you really.
I would assume your first inclination would be to talk to Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Something I was also going to ask is, didn't we say last time that meditation took 10 minutes?
I don't
start
think
up?
we specified an exact time, but typically, yeah, it takes like a longer period of time than just like a thought.
It probably depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah. In this current situation, it seems like Biaka is literally just trying to like shout with the Force as loud as possible, just like yeet his presence as far as it will go, and just be like, "Help me right now!" to anyone who will listen.
Just allow for the Force.
Yeah, exactly. So Biaka, go ahead and do an Ob2 meditation.
I need you to do a Wookiee yell though when you roll.
I can't do it. I don't know how.
We need.
Oh, you're gonna fail the roll,
That's
Ben.
what the audience demands.
Meditation. Force tremors wise.
Yep. Ob2.
This. I have faith.
Nice.
There you go. Perfect. So, Kalos and Nibbit, you just hear like you hear a Wookiee roar in your mind, but you basically just see like a flash of this image of Biaka like hiding in a gully. There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And like you can obviously sense he's in danger, right?
Mhm.
And to be fair, if you guys were anywhere near like a window on the ship or had access to the outdoors of the ship at all during any of this, you would hear an explosion, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think any minor sounds you've heard up to this point combined with this leads you to pretty quickly understand what's going on.
Well, do we know?
You don't know
where the
anything
ship
about.
is?
Yes, you saw it in the distance.
I mean, we did we?
Yeah, you
I
did.
thought just Bioka did because he had the observation.
I mean, you went outside, so you
Okay.
saw the plumes of smoke.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was close enough that like you could see the smoke from where it landed, even if you couldn't see the ship itself.
Kalos is just annoyed at this point. Like I'm just babysitting Jedi at this point. I'm a prisoner babysitting Jedi. I go up to Ren and I just slap him a little bit to see if that'll wake him up.
It does not.
Okay,
And
you make a roll.
but when you no, oh okay, Kalos, if you would like to roll hatred in an attempt to I think this is maybe a fun thing that you could do. If you want to try to like tap into the dark side of the Force here and try to empower Ren with the dark side, so he'll wake up for a brief amount of time.
What is that going to do to my character, though? That's the question.
Caleb,
Mhm.
I
It'll
want
just wake you up.
I want to drain life the two prisoners we have and funnel that life into Connor.
Oh
Yes,
my!
there you go. That's
without
the thing.
without his consent.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, do it, man.
Terrible.
I think
Can I-
that's what, hatred?
It has to be.
Yeah, that would just be
than
hatred,
pumping
I think.
dark energy into him.
Either
Yeah.
hatred or telekinesis.
I
through
think it's hatred. Yeah.
Because there's not really a life drain.
Let me
power.
look at the closest thing we could get to here.
I think it would be lightning would be the closest thing we decided.
Yeah, it would just be how much damage you do to them is the equivalent to healing for Ren.
So if this is actually what your character would do, that's fine. But for meta reasons, maybe you shouldn't, because if Ren finds out about this, it's just going to be like instant bloodshed. Like you just murdered two not innocent, but like murdered two people I literally risked my life to save.
Well, we don't know that. And it's to save your Padawan.
Yeah. So like if he finds out, like he's just going to attack you and then the party's over. So
even if I said it was to save your Padawan?
Oh, for sure.
Dude.
Yeah, so I mean, if that's not the direction we want the story to go, that's fine. We can.
Okay, fine. I'll just empower him with the dark side.
Yes, my initial thought was basically just that you would try to like basically do the dark side equivalent of like some sort of weird smelling salt situation, right? Where you can just basically jolt him awake for long enough that he
version of smelling salts.
Connor's enjoyed my jokes today, so I'm appreciating that.
All right, yeah, I mean, I'll do it.
And basically, it will allow him to temporarily help you with the situation and then collapse afterwards, right?
Okay.
Back into this weird coma.
Right, so I'll roll hatred.
I think it's hatred. Yeah.
Would I be able to fork in Sith doctrine since this is a Sith power, like Sith exclusive power? Because I mean, the Sith doctrine is literally just power.
I don't think knowledge of the Sith doctrine itself gives you bonuses. You can make a linked test with it.
Would the Sith doctrine not just be?
The Sith doctrine tells you this is a good thing, but it doesn't make it easier for you to accomplish.
Gotcha. But what would the doctrine, like the Bible just doesn't tell you what's right. It tells you how to do what's right.
Sure. Callus, what I'm saying is you can make a link test, but you don't get an automatic for
it. All right. What's the out for that?
For the link test? I think probably 2.
All right. I'll fork in Jedi doctrine too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll fail this.
Cool. All right. So it's an ob harder now. So yeah, go ahead and make an ob 3 hatred test.
Oh, that's actually easy.
Or sorry, ob 4 because of the increased obstacle you just did. Yeah.
Not as easy, but okay. I'll fork in force tremors wise.
I don't think you can fork automatically with hatred because it's an attribute. It's not a skill. It doesn't work the same way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all my wises are at 2. So. Oh, sorry, Connor. Well, if I roll bad, will this be bad for Connor or will it be bad for me?
Probably bad for Connor.
I mean, I guess I'm fine. Connor, do I have your permission to try and heal you? Connor.
You muted. You muted,
still
Connor.
Muted. Still muted.
Yep. Sorry, Mickey called me.
Oh. Okay.
Do you have permission to heal me? Is that what you said?
Use the dark side to empower you to wake up.
And if this goes awry, I'll die, or what?
No,
you probably won't die, but you'll probably have some dark side complications.
So for Kalos,
some dark side complications. What is this like? Side effects of like a drug commercial?
So for Kalos, this will lead him further down the path of the dark side. For Ren, this will probably make his coma worse afterwards if he fails. Right, so if Kalos succeeds on this test, you'll get some dark side smelling salts. You'll like go out in a frenzy of passion, maybe regret it afterwards, but not too worse for wear. You'll collapse afterward and then wake up later. If he fails, he'll probably pour too much into you. You'll respond badly to it. You'll probably have more side effects than that.
You want to be tempted by the dark side, Connor?
What's your chances of succeeding?
Not great. A 5 gray, but the ob is 4.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to
just don't do it.
I mean, I'm not going to go out there on my own and risk life and limb. I want you to risk life and limb for your student.
So Connor, is that a he shouldn't do it because of consequences, or is that I don't want you to do it to my character?
Yeah, I don't really want my character to have to deal with dark side consequences in the future.
So maybe Callus, you even like try to do it. You even like reach out, and Ren's mind just like shuts you off.
Okay.
It's just like,
that's a good answer.
No dark side taint. Get away. Do you just turn to Nibbit and just say, "All right, training starts now," and then you just run?
I want to meditate to see what I should do.
Okay. There've been so many meditation rolls today.
What's
This is the go-to thing to just cheese your way out of any situation.
So keep in mind, doing this takes time, and Biaka's literally in a gully right now, yelling for help.
Do we have is there like a speeder on the ship or something? Oh, none of us can pilot. It doesn't matter. Screw it. I just he's walking out, and there's just like a small just a small forced tempest, just throwing everything away from him on his way out. He's like, whatever, stupid.
Cool.
I'm letting you guys know, me walking into this situation, he gets so much more dice against me than you guys.
Jared made this character specifically to kill Kalos.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Nibbit being Nibbit would not want to go out there, and he's going to try to fix this ship, even though it's going to be really hard.
Oh yeah. Kalos 100% tells you to stay behind. If something's actively killing Bioka, I don't.
Your plan is just to get Bianca safely back onto the ship and hope and pray that I can be able to figure out how to fix it in time.
So Nibbit, is your plan, because at this point the hyperdrive is a bust, right? You cannot go into hyperspace. You could try to get the ship to do something else besides that. What would you want to try? You could literally just be like, get us to the other side of the planet so we can just are away from this dude.
I think me not knowing what the situation with this place is, I would say I'm trying to get this thing up and running enough so we can basically search the planet for another ship that actually does have a working hard drive. Hard drive.
Yeah. So you're doing the obstacle 3, getting one more use out of it before it dies forever. Sounds good. So, Nibbit, you want to go ahead and roll the third or fourth jury rigging test of the session?
That's all I do.
With the least amount of helping dice you've had so far. None of us are here to help.
Okay. Can I get? Okay. What can we get?
Component wise, Uncharted wise, if literally the plan is to get it to another spaceship, right?
From a desolate planet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the traits aren't automatic like bonus die.
Okay.
But yeah, I think just those two are the things that I'm thinking.
Scavenging doesn't help.
You can make a scavenging roll to find a piece of something that would help you, but no, you know what? I think in this case it's fine, because you're gonna be basically grabbing any piece on the ship that you can, scouring the ship for just and I don't think you need to make a specific roll for that. I'll give you it.
And then survival, no.
I don't think so. It's close, but I don't think it quite makes sense.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah, I think 3.
And
it's gonna be an odd 3.
Really need this to work.
So keep in mind, if you spend your last persona, then if you get hurt at all, if you get into a death-defying situation, you won't have a safety net.
Okay. So
typically, it's good to keep one persona around for a situation like that.
Okay, so the ob was 3.
Yes. Mm-hmm. With 3 helping.
Wish me luck, guys.
Luck.
It's loading. Oh, additional op, sorry.
Nothing. So close, so close. Okay. You can spend a fate or two. If you spend one fate, you can reroll one die, and it's a 50% chance. If you roll,
I'll use 2.
Yeah, if you do 2, it's like a 77% chance or something.
Spend my fate to fix things. Stupid people who aren't teaching me things yet.
I tried. I attempted to.
Do I push the fate button for this?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Fate, 1 remaining ob, 2 remaining dice.
2 dice 1.
Oh, you have another 6. It gets rerolled automatically, right?
Yeah. So you actually only needed 1. So you actually succeeded. You just put the dice in wrong.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. You put it the other way around, but you still succeeded. So just with the 1 die, you're fine.
Do those fate go into agility? Correct?
I just put them in there for you. Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Yep. So you're good there. Cool. Yeah.
Agility. It has so many fate die in it.
So by the skin of your teeth, you manage to power on the ship. And I think it's literally like, it's going to be, Kalos is going to rush out there to save Byaaka. And you're going to just pilot the ship at them, right? And they're going to have to jump on the ramp.
Fair, you probably get there before me, depending on how far it is.
I get a thing for jury rigging, correct?
You do. Yes, you get a bubble for it. Which means I think you have 1 test to get it.
1 more.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
I need you to crash the ship into him.
I mean, that's also a thing you can do. So Nibbit, you have we see this takes a little bit of a longer time, right? So when Nibbit's starting to like fiddle with things and reroute wires and stuff, Kalos, you walk out there with a force tempest.
A speed test to get there very quick.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. What's the
probably against his speed, I guess. I'll just roll speed for him.
Who's speed?
The bounty hunter.
Oh.
So I'll just roll speed for him to see how fast he is in responding, right? So it's gonna be up to.
But what am I racing him to?
So it's the difference between he shoots again or you get there in time.
Okay.
Right. So if you fail this, Byaaka's gonna have to deal with the bounty hunter again in another exchange without you.
So the ob is 2?
Yep. Do you have proprioception?
Oh yeah.
Nice. So that could come in handy here.
Oops, what did I do? Oh, I put the 2 in. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
There you go.
Dang it.
Well, so Ty goes to the defender in this instance, which is him, technically.
What's pre-prioception?
Proprioception is basically you can. So first thing you want to do is just spend a fate. Normally.
I mean, I'm probably gonna need all my fate for this battle.
I mean, yeah. So you can fail if you want to, and then he'll have to deal with it. Because he's the defender in this instance. So just tying, I don't think it's enough.
Okay. And since I know what his instincts are, I know he won't shoot me first. Okay, there, I succeeded.
There you go. Yep, that's good enough. So, Kalos, you manage to force sprint over there, and you get to the gully that Byaaka's in right as HK-12 kind of like gets over there too and crouches next to his master. And I think you hear HK say to Byaaka right before you get there, query, Master, is it time to reinstate my assassination protocols?
This guy's my favorite character.
I mean, I just get to play a character from KOTOR, so I'm fine with this.
He was my favorite character in KOTOR.
Yeah. I'm actually reading the Revan novel right now, and he makes a comment at one point. He's just like, yeah, we actually should not bring HK on this mission. He just would kill all the Mandalorians we're going to find. And we want to talk to them.
Is he asking me or Ren?
He's asking you.
Ren's unconscious.
Oh, my bad.
Kalos is almost there, and this is what Kalos hears him say to you.
Yeah, but am I actually able to do that?
I mean, so you probably, I assume, have whatever the core was that had that on there somewhere. it's probably, I don't know if you have it with you. That'd be up to you. But I think it would be something that you.
I have the ability to tell him yes.
But yeah, it would be up to you whether or not it would be right now. Like if you just happen to carry it around with.
Yeah, but can I turn it back off?
That sounds like a roll. Let's get Nibbit to jury.
Can it be like a command phrase or something?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like if I say the Roshar trees are really tall.
You know what? I don't think it actually can, because you literally only bought a protocol droid in the resource rules. So he yeah, it would have to be a more involved thing. So he's asking you this, but you probably don't actually have the ability to give it to him.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, I forgot that like resource points were actually spent on this. So yeah, he only has the capability of a protocol droid. You could go on a mission or like do a resources test to actually like upgrade him, but yeah.
But I don't want him to have assassination protocol. I want him to have like combat ability.
Oh yeah.
If I was gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he asked this probably knowing you can't do anything about it, but just like kind of rubbing it in your face. Like, don't you wish you had an assassin droid now?
Yeah. You know that I can't do that, HK.
Exasperated sigh. Well, I suppose it was worth a try. Oh, look, here's the Sith. And then Kalos arrives. And just like rocks are just vibrating around him.
Do I notice where Bioka is?
Yeah, I think you see him. From the way the lay of the land is, there's like a gully that you can see clearly, but like from where the bounty hunter's looking, he can't see clearly. Mm-hmm. So you can even like get there and crouch down with Bioka for a moment.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd probably just run. I'd yell, "Where is he?" as I'm like approaching.
Okay. And I mean, honestly, I don't even think HK waits for Bioka to say anything. He just like points.
Okay. Is there a spot where the ship could be between me and the bounty hunter?
I don't think so. Given the layout I have in my mind of where these things are. Well, here, actually, I'll draw a little map for you guys real quick.
Because, I mean, yeah. If I see him in
your ship is here.
Okay.
The ship that crashed is like over here. He's like currently over here sniping, and the gully's like right here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll probably like slide into the gully then.
Right. So like the ramp that he was like is like right here. So Bioka like went over here to this side of the ship.
Yeah.
Saw the ramp was on the other side, crossed over there, got sniped from here, ran this way, made it to here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that was not the layout I had in my brain.
Yeah. I realized I should probably make that visible to everybody.
Yeah, I'll probably slide into the gully and just like immediately go into like a meditation pose to try and like find out exactly where he is.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Meditation of 4.
All right. Force wise and force tremors wise, would tactics and or strategy work here? Because this is like me formulating my next plan.
Meditation, this free skill to do whatever you need in the moment.
Yeah, I don't think that's what this makes. You're trying to pinpoint his location. That just knowing tactics or strategy doesn't automatically help that.
Gotcha. So it's just the and is Bioka going to be helping me with this?
Sure.
Numbers wise.
Sure. Yep. That makes sense.
What was I doing?
I just don't want to die.
All right, so yeah, that'll be 3 then. You said 4?
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yep. So, Kalos, you sense something interesting. So not only do you get a good lay of the land here, and you sense that the bounty hunter is like over on that ridge, right? And he is veiling his mind really well. You barely managed to break his veil here. You sense 2 other life forms in the ship. And again, I gotta be honest, like Jared, I didn't really look at any of the relationship stuff, so I'm just like making stuff up for me.
You should have looked at the relationship stuff, but I can go on.
I'll take a look real quick and see if I like it better than what I have in mind. But
I mean, I don't like it in this scenario, but
yeah,
I hate it. But yeah. All
Oh yeah, no,
Well-
that perfectly fits what I was actually already deciding. Perfect. Cool. So,
Oh, we're dead.
you sense a predatory mind in the other ship, right? And that's what Bianca sensed. But you can pierce a little bit further, and I think you maybe have some, probably from the Korriban, you probably have some knowledge of what this thing is. It's a Tarantatic, whatever, how you pronounce it. Tarantatic. Basically a beast that exists solely to hunt down and kill Force users. And
No.
one of the Jedi's greatest weaknesses. He has it in there chained, ready to go if he needed him to do something. But basically, whatever stuff the Mandalorian did with his situation had the mind in there kind of pose as him. So a Jedi just looking would just see, oh, there's a predator in there and assume it's a person. There's also another life form in there, and you can sense it's like someone who's pretending to be helpless, and you know that like you get a glimpse of the guy's plan in this moment, and basically like, okay, he pretended to crash land on this planet, snuck out to a sniping spot, had a friend of his pose on the ship as the person who crash landed the ship and would pretend to be a helpless individual, try to lure any Jedi who came out in the open to be sniped by him. And if that didn't work, then he has this beast that can tear you apart too. So you sense all of this and you're like, dang, okay, this is bad.
We're dead. I want to launch like a rock, like trebuchet artillery, just attack on his location.
With like telekinesis, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so just like earth-bending boulders into the distance, basically. Okay, yeah, that sounds fun. Go for it. Yeah, we'll do telekinesis versus.
Yeah, like before this, I just look over to Bioka. I'm like, okay, all pretense aside, I hate you. You hate me. We're gonna die if we don't work together. Let's throw rocks.
And I think my Wookiee kind of just looks at you and he's like, okay. And you know he said okay, just from how it sounded.
Yeah.
Oh, but my instinct is never leave a challenge unfaced. Oh no. Do I fight the Tenterac?
Well, I'm not supposed to trust you either, but I am.
Yeah.
All right, your ob is 5.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, you rolled pretty badly actually on that.
All right. Do I get an advantage dice for that prior meditation roll since I know where he is?
Yep. You have a very clear location.
I have 1 from Bioka.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 from Force-wise and Force Tremors-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Would I get 1 for tactics or strategy since this is like...
You can do tactics.
Okay. And would soldier-wise help?
Yes, I think so. Yep, he's a soldier.
So 6.
He's a Mandalorian,
Plus
so
6 altogether. We're gonna actually do some good damage here. If I don't, completely utterly fail. Ooh. I'm going to add 5 hatred dice.
by spending a persona.
Yep.
Nice. Do it.
And what does proprioception do?
After the fact, I think it's only with physical ability, so I don't think it counts here.
Okay.
Yeah, but typically it's like you can spend extra fate to reroll other successes.
Mm-hmm. Right, you just see like just a disturbance in the air and like crackling like electricity off of him, and he's just like he's mad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You feel like a wrench in your, like you feel bile like come out of your like up your throat because I'm just tapping into all of the dark.
Yeah, Bianca, you could just feel the dark side emanating off of Kalos right now as he hurls boulders in the distance.
Wow, that I had. Wow,
you had 17 dice, and you only
I didn't
got
get a single 6.
Yeah, that's wow, and you still succeeded with flying colors. That's a lot. That's crazy.
I mean, no, it should have been way more.
Right, I know. Cool. So, I don't exactly know what like a boulder being thrown at a guy would like do damage wise per se.
I mean, I think it would do a lot.
Yeah, but he's also like a Mandalorian. He has armor and other ways of.
But I mean, the armor is meant to stop lasers, not
Yeah.
boulders.
I'm gonna take a look real quick at what his.
But the same reason why stormtroopers were taken out by rocks and sticks.
That's that's fair. That's fair.
Although the Mandalorian armor would probably be more resistant.
Yeah,
Not a gigantic boulder.
It's probably Beskar or something like that. I'm gonna say he gets a midi wound.
Is that good or bad?
It is. He's not unconscious, but he's definitely wounded. He's gonna get some wound dice on everything he does from here on out. So, we see Kalos. He's just like hurling these boulders, and he's like taking shots at them with these like explosive rounds and destroying a couple of the boulders before it even gets there. But you just keep doing it so quickly that he can't keep up, and he goes to load another round in and looks up and see there's another one already coming, and he tries to roll. And only gets part of the way, and it like the boulder just smashes right next to him on his like into his side a little bit too, so his armor like dented into his chest, and he's like, and we just see him grunt and like, and at that point, like I think that's when the ship fires up in the distance, the shuttle that Nibbit's been working on, and starts to rise. It's obvious that it's like unstable. The engine is just like rotating in a way it's not supposed to, and it's making its way over towards you guys. But yeah, it's working. What do you guys do?
I was hoping that the Force Ghost lady would guide Nibbit as to what to do. Like she's watching over Ren.
That sounds like a meditation.
But you don't have that.
He has meditation.
He
has
doesn't
meditation,
have
at
luminous
least.
beings.
It's true, yeah, but Ren does, and they're hanging around
I'm
him.
doing
so.
it unconsciously, like the ghost.
I mean, if you don't want anything in particular to happen, we can just say that. Yeah, that makes sense that she's there. But yeah, it's just kind of like a vague, like, oh, hey, it's that lady again. Yeah,
just watching over him. So
really,
yeah. I mean, Nibbit, is your plan to just like pull up next to them and get them onto the ramp or whatever? You've rigged the pilot's chair to be like up higher so you can actually
yeah, just like barely can see over even then. I feel as though Nibbit is just gonna go park, basically like slow down next to the gully, like long ways. So I go around, sweep by, so that I'm between the Mandalorian and them, and hope that they get on fast. And then we can be able to keep going in that direction that I'm leading, and then we can just get out of here.
Is this sort of situation where you're going to try to pilot it really low so they can jump on easily, or are you just counting on the fact that they're magic Jedi that can just jump really far? Because what I'm saying is either you're making a roll or they're making a roll.
I feel better. I feel like this.
Considering you don't actually have
story-wise, I feel like Nibbit has such a high thought of them that they can just do anything after what I've seen.
For sure. Yeah. Cool. So we see the ship like start like get into that position. But yeah, it's pretty high up. So Kalos and Bianca are gonna have to jump for it. So it's gonna be a speed test to just like literally just jump, but you can use proprioception if you need to like make that jump even epicer. I think it's gonna be an OB4 speed test.
So is the ship good? Did Nibbit repair the ship enough that we'll be able to like leave?
The ship is probably smoking and on fire, but it is moving.
Yes, it was the intent that Nibbit had was to get it to like a different place so you can find a different ship, and that's when it will die. So you're good until then.
Right. We can take their ship. Is their ship actually crashed or is it fake crashed?
It's fake crashed.
So yeah. Can we just like was that meditation roll good enough to like to sense that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you're like kind of like preliminarily reading people's like moods and stuff, and getting the sense of like, okay, this was all a trap.
Can I, as we're running, launch like a boulder at the engines?
Yeah, you can attempt that. Yeah, make a telekinesis roll.
Bianca, do you want to help with this?
Or I could kill my own creation. What should I do? Should I kill what I created? Should I kill my boy?
I feel like it's too early. We need to just make sure that
he didn't really get to shine. He had in the prime scenario, he has like twice as many dice. Oh yeah, by the way, Caleb, he should have been rolling with one more because quality.
It does actually increase the dice.
It gives you one extra.
Got it.
For superior.
Cool.
For next time.
Yep.
But yeah. And he also should have been rolling 3 more dice against me as well. But in addition to that.
I don't get that. Like I was looking at all the wises and I didn't see anything else.
There's just 1 second. Where is
Unless he has an upgraded gun.
No. He has 3 wises that would definitely have but runaway wise, deserter wise, and fugitive wise.
Oh, right, of course. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
But yeah, for next time.
Yep.
You don't want to throw 11 dice on us right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, even if he had 3 more dice, he probably would have still failed against you. But yeah.
Okay.
So you're not throwing a boulder at the ship?
Yeah, I'll throw a boulder at the ship.
Okay. Ob 7.
Connor, are you having fun?
Oh,
being unconscious.
What is the?
I love being unconscious. It's my favorite thing to do in an RPG.
Bioka, are you gonna help me with this rock?
Yeah, who did this? Who did this to you, Connor?
You did.
Did you get yourself in this predicament?
He did.
Yeah, that was all him.
I have an idea of something to end with Ren on, like some sort of like weird Jedi vision stuff. So
screw it. I'm gonna use
Afterlife.
5.
Yeah, I'll help you. I forgot. I don't even know what you're doing.
I'm throwing a boulder at their ship, so the ship will.
Oh, I thought you did that already. Yeah,
no, we threw one at the bounty hunter first, and he took some damage. But now their ship.
This is like a big one.
Yeah, this is like a huge one to throw at the ship, so the ship.
Oh yeah, I'll help.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll just be rolling with the plus 11 again. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tap all my hatred.
Okay. Just barely. So the thing is,
no 6s. What are the odds?
Whoa, they're the defender.
6s twice in a row.
They're the defender, and it's already automatically open ended.
So we lose.
I can roll a fate to reroll. I can spend a fate to reroll 1.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Yeah, you have a 50-50 chance basically. No.
Nope. That was a waste.
So literally what happens is the pilot, so we see this like I think it's a Twi'lek. We see a Twi'lek woman in the cockpit, and she's like waiting around, and she like looks at the viewing screen, sees a boulder, and her eyes widen. She like immediately as quickly as she can just like fires on the ship, and literally just does like a jump. Like just fires the engine so that it just moves up like 15 meters, right? And then the boulder just crashes into the ground where it was. It definitely rocks the ship and like was not fun for her, but like she manages to do it and then like kind of touch down the ship again. She's just like, but yeah. So that happens. And then Kalos and Bianca, go ahead and roll a speed test to jump up to the ramp.
Speed, my forte.
So both of you it's an Ob 4 speed test, but you can use proprioception.
That's not good for Jared.
To increase stuff. So
that is not good for Jared.
Oh, I didn't put the Ob. I lost. Yeah, I have low speed. I'm a Wookiee.
Hey, I have low speed too, buddy. Can you fork things into that?
No, actually Bianca, that would have been the way it works is you don't get a fork for proprioception. It's just like you can spend fate to reroll all types of successes. It's like a better version of a fate.
I only got 1.
Yeah, so you basically just only got 1.
Why do I have 4 advantage? Oh, wait, what?
I have no clue.
I'm just gonna reroll that.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll it.
So yeah, I didn't put it. 43 Ob. That is not what I wanted. Okay, 2.
So you can spend 1 fate to reroll at 6. You can if you spend 2 fate, it doesn't help, but if you spend 3 fate, Actually, if you spend... So the way it works is you can spend 1 fate to reroll the 6, 2 fate to reroll the 6 and a 1, or 4 fate to reroll all 3 of the dice. Because the way proprioception works is you spend 1 fate to reroll 6s, 2 fate to reroll 5s, 3 fate to reroll 4s. And then you also have the option of spending 1 fate to reroll a failed dice. So yeah, 1, 2, or 4 are your options.
Can I fail and then use telekinesis to just throw Bioka onto the ship?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, so I think both of you just like, it's probably just like you attempt it and then like after the ship, the Mandalorian ship like touches back down, the Twi'lek activates like a turret and suddenly like a gun comes out and starts like riddling that area with bullets because she's like, okay, the gig's up, like they're not, I don't need to be a bystander in this anymore. And so you guys attempt to get on the ramp, but you're just like cover fire is just too much. So you can't make it. But yeah, if you guys want to throw each other up with telekinesis, that's an option.
I'll throw him first. What is your telekinesis?
3.
I am very concerned about you throwing me. All right.
I got you, bro.
I'll throw him.
It's an 0.
Yeah, let's hope. I'll throw him, and then I'll use Force Wise and where are you? Force Tremors Wise. And I'll be all to forks.
Good.
What was
same,
the ob?
Same ob. Yeah. There you go. So Biyaka
you land so perfect.
Yeah, Biyaka, and I'm assuming this is HK involved in this as well. You throw Biyaka and HK up onto the ramp. And then Kalos, you look up at Biyaka like you gonna return the favor.
I try to pick him up. I do. I pick him up to bring him on the ship.
I'm gonna die. this is where Kalos dies.
He just hits the ramp from below.
What?
So
You gotta get a
Biyaka,
4.
yeah, it's an ob 4.
Can I fork in my own telekinesis to help him?
I don't think so. No.
Steady myself a little bit.
No. Biyaka, you can do Force Tremors Wise as a fork, but that's pretty much it that I see. So yeah, it's telekinesis ob 4
Can
with
fork and lightsaber if he attacks me. No.
So yeah, that's
I have
not good.
no. As far as I know, I don't have a way
he just
of knowing.
trips me.
As far as I
I'm
know,
sorry.
the ship has it doesn't have rear mirrors or something like that. So I'm just assuming you guys made it, and I'm continuing to go forward, trying to get out of here.
Yeah, you just hear a bump. So yeah, Kalos,
Yeah.
I think it's literally what it is, Kalos. I'll give you a chance, right, to actually get on, but Biyaka just yanks you so hard that you just literally slam into the ramp from below. So you can roll I think an agility test to actually grab onto the ramp as you fall. But you've really just been hit in the head, so I think you get a light wound.
Just know if you fail this.
I mean, I can't succeed this. I don't think. I don't get to roll anything to avoid.
No, it's the consequences of his roll. Yeah, and light wounds go away pretty quickly, so it's not it's that big of a. It's just going to give you -1 dice to this that you're attempting to do, basically.
Can I roll power instead?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. What's the ob?
3.
50-50 chance, boys. Oof. Oh, and I'm wounded. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, so you can spend a couple fate if you want. You still have 6, so.
I don't want to spend my fate, though.
To get on the ship? You want to be left here with the...
What do I have to spend to do proprioception?
Proprioception is not going to help you in this instance. You don't have any 4s or 5s. So the way, yeah. So you can spend 1 or 2 fate to reroll 1 or 2 dice, based on that 6 and a failed dice that you have.
I feel like I'm going. If this fails, I'm going to need those fate.
Maybe
because the odds of me getting both.
Oh, hey, have you guys been spending fate every time you do a force power?
No.
Taking it off
Every
your
time you were chucking a rock.
I don't know how
Make
many.
sure-
I
make sure you
should
do
have
that.
used.
Have.
I don't think you were actually ever rolling anything. You did it once.
He
Just
helped
take one more
with
fate off.
Jared throwing once.
I don't think helping costs a fate.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it does.
It's only if you're the one actively doing the roll.
That would be my assumption. Yeah.
And if not, I think that should be like the house roll. Anyway,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
You're not the one actively doing it. But yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Do you think I should spend the 2 fate to maybe succeed?
I think so.
Okay,
I would say so.
I'll do it.
And then we can get out of here and wait till Ren is conscious again.
Got 2
Okay.
1s. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So
We're leaving
let's.
Kalos.
So this is the
Leaving
thing, though.
Kalos.
Like Kalos is like literally the entire point of the entire game. So yeah. I mean, I guess this is what happens. So yeah, I think he's gonna get captured.
Can I just
right?
try again?
No, I don't think so. Like I literally think it's like Byakuya, like you yank so hard that you slam him into the bottom of the ramp and he just falls and Nibbit's already flying away because he just said he was doing that. And so Byakuya's just like looking down in horror as you just see him like fall to the ground, like slightly dazed after getting hit in the head on the ramp.
Well, we need to go back.
And you guys just fly away. I mean, you can rush to the cockpit and tell Nibbit that.
Is this a jury-rigged flight?
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
also
then we can't.
remember, he doesn't have his robot, so I won't be able to understand
Yeah,
what
He
he
does.
does.
Yeah, I do.
I
Yeah.
threw both.
Kalos threw both of them up.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed
I'm
that.
just- I could throw 2 of them, and one of them's a heavy Wookiee, but not light little old me. Actually, I'm probably pretty heavy. I have a 6 power and a 6-4. But
Yeah.
So we can't leave.
given time constraints, I think it makes the most sense for you guys, yes, to literally fly away at this point. And for
What?
Yeah, and for Kalos, because Byakuya, by the time you get to the cockpit and explain this to Nibbit, you probably are too far away to do anything about it.
Why
and-
can't we turn around?
You can turn
'Cause it's
around.
Jury-rigged?
Yeah, but like I think Nibbit understands that like you have a very limited time frame to get this ship running, and it's going to be too dangerous. So my thought is like it's literally just the point at this point. It's like the Mandalorian's going to capture Kalos. That's pretty much a given at this point.
I don't know,
And-
I could win.
That's fair. We can pick up with that next time. But if
I could jump off the ship to help him.
You could.
yes, that is true. You could do that, and then Nibbit could fly away by himself.
Yep.
Wait, with Ren, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And then-
That's true.
Then Ren and I will just have a little training montage. A montage.
So
alone.
I actually think that
What would Byakuya do?
my instincts or my belief would make me want to jump off. Let me go
Sure.
look.
Ren, what would you do according to your instincts right now?
If I were you, I'd crash the ship into him.
So I could. So if I jump, then that would be going towards my first and third belief.
Go for it,
I
man.
think.
Do it.
But I don't trust him. Actually, I'm gonna jump.
I did come
I'm
here
gonna
to save
jump.
you.
I'm gonna jump.
Perfect.
I'm gonna jump.
Perfect.
I
So
jump off.
yeah, Byakuya, we just see you like stare in horror and realize the gravity of this situation. Look back at like into the ship and then realize like Kalos is all alone against his Mandalorian unless I jump off right now. And so we just see
Yeah,
you jump.
I jump.
And then we just see the last thing we see is HK steps up to the ramp again as it closes and he just says, exasperated remark. I told him to keep me as an assassination droid. And then he just walks away. So I was planning on doing like a little Ren vision quest thing, but I think we're starting to run out of time here and we have to do beliefs and instincts and all the like hatred and empathy stuff. Are you
Yeah,
fine
it's
with
fine.
Are you fine if
Not
we
a big
just
deal.
skip that for now? Cool.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
care.
we'll start with that next time. I have some ideas for like Ren
We're
vision
just
quest.
splitting the party.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what's
fine. It's fine.
happening now.
It'll be good.
We're gonna have a mini arc, Ren and Nibbit
Yeah.
as
yeah.
well.
Well, that's
as-
what I'm saying. So I think Byakuya realized if I don't know, at least Nibbit will be with Ren. I think
Mhm.
is
Yep.
kind of what he thought. Like
Makes
I
sense.
can leave and
I can cauterize his wounds with my.
You're gonna kill him.
right?
wait. Can I use the red lightsaber? Am I able to use it if I get in a fight? Since I have it.
Sure.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Would
I
you?
might have to. Maybe there comes a situation where I need both. Just like Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's do beliefs and instincts and stuff. This is suitably dramatic. I definitely didn't expect Ren to pass out halfway into the session, but here we are.
Didn't expect that.
That is so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Ren, let's go through your stuff. You helped Nibbit.
I don't think I completed a whole lot.
You helped Nibbit, so
Did
you worked on that at least. So fate point there,
Yep.
right? Well, I guess that was your second belief.
What did you do before you? Like, I honestly don't remember what you did before you passed out.
Well, he was like healing the prisoner. That was the main thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So your first belief is about helping Nibbit like as a Jedi. So I don't think that came into play here. But your second belief was helping Nibbit repair the ship, which you got a fate for. And I'm going to give you a fate for Callus is not to be trusted. I will keep him from harming innocents, right? Like everything you did in this session was towards that end, right? When
Right.
you're trying to like repair the damage that Callus caused and stuff. Definitely get a fate for I can never turn my back on those who need my help. So fate
Okay.
point there. Definitely get a fate point for haunted by luminous beings because that was like
Okay, so
part
that's
of the whole
1,
thing.
2,
I think it's just 3 fate.
3. No, 4.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, 4. And then I'm going to give you a fate point for fearless too, because that also kind of exemplified the situation you found yourself in that led to you literally being unconscious. So
I see. I'm getting pity fate points,
you
aren't
are
I?
getting, you're getting, well, that's the thing. When bad things happen to your character in Burning Wheel, you get fate points for them. And this is a particularly bad thing that happened. So yeah, you can rake in the fate points. So yeah, I think 4 fate or 5 fate points there altogether. Kalos?
This place is not safe from the Sith, so we must escape. The first step is repairing the ship. We repaired the ship.
Persona?
I was all alone.
I gave you a helping dice the first time.
Oh, Connor,
And I
change
failed.
one of those fate to a persona because you also helped Nibbit, but that was completed. You did it.
You guys didn't help me. You made it harder.
Oh no, you're right.
No,
You're right. You're right. I totally forgot about that. You failed the first one and then succeeded on the second one, which was unrelated to them. So yeah, it's just fate for both of you. You're right. You're right.
Well, I need some faith. It seems I am stuck with these Jedi for the time being, so for now I will learn something new about my would-be captors. I mean, I attempted. It didn't really come to it. They're just all fighting. So 6.
Yeah.
This one was fun though. I liked.
Oh yeah.
I had fun on this
me too.
game. Like more than some other ones I had. But I like you. Anyways, it was fun.
This Jawa wants me to be his master. He could be a useful ally if he receives the proper training. I will attempt to teach him the ways of the Force.
Yeah.
I attempted it.
You were
Persona.
No, that's not how that works.
I
know that's the way you want it to work, but that's not how it works. You didn't actually accomplish a real tangible goal. You just made a roll. So yeah, it's a fate. That's a fate point.
Never trust
So
a
I'm
Jedi
not
or a
changing
Sith
a
for that
fate to
matter.
persona.
You are not. Yeah, just fate.
Okay, let's just double check.
Never leave a challenge unanswered.
I'll give you a fate point for that. Right? Like you had this moment where you're just like, am I really going to go out there to help Bianca right now? And you're just like, okay. And you ran out into the thick of it.
I think my whatever, either your lordship or rule of 2, that's the reason this guy's here.
Yes. Yeah, let's do rule 2. Fate point there. Makes sense.
And hatred, my hatred track is filling up quick.
It definitely is. Yeah, we'll get to that though. We'll do the.
Well, does my hatred trait get me in trouble?
I don't think so.
Does Bioka hate me more? Because
It didn't seem like it. It didn't. Bianca didn't react at all. He literally jumped back down to help you.
He's into it. He likes the dark side.
No, I just don't like people dying.
Yeah, he was.
And I don't want them to capture you.
Yeah.
Good point.
Nibbit.
It turns out the building stick is actually a lightsaber. I will use these strange figures to figure out a way to use it.
Yeah, I mean you're working on it. So fate.
Okay. I will seek to do what is best for me personally. I will find a way off this disturbed planet.
You were not able to find a way off, but you were working on it, so another fate there.
I was joking at the beginning how we weren't going to get off this planet by the end.
When you said that, I was like, nah, they'll get off. And I was like, oh boy.
I want to know more about the strange feelings that I have been having since I saw the strange device. I will ask one of the masters to teach me how to make things float.
You were getting there. You were working towards it with the lightsaber stuff, right? Because you literally had him do it right there, right?
Okay.
So fate for that.
Always scavenging materials.
Didn't get you into trouble.
Always look to my own survival.
Didn't really didn't come into play in a way that was like actually detrimental to your companions or anything.
Well, I think with that, I was like the fact that there was one point that I was like, I'm just doing this because that's, I can't think of it at the moment. It's fine. Always follow the easiest, most straightforward way to my goal. So. Yeah,
I don't think any of those instincts like came into play enough.
My ship, even with the ship, just doing a flyby.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was that instinct that was leading you to not pilot the ship down further and had made them have the jump. Yep, you're right. So fade there.
Okay, so that's 4.
I just realized that you have the it's a trap skill or trait, which makes you good at spotting ambushes. So if you had actually gone out there with them, you could have helped.
Yeah, but situation. I have like no.
It's true.
I have no combat skills.
Yeah,
but you're hard to hit with a bullet.
Not necessarily mechanically, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know if any of the other traits like got you into trouble. So, oh hey, I forgot you have affinity to faulty paraphernalia. We could have given you extra dice for that. Forgot about that. Oh well. That actually may have been the difference between just fixing the hyperdrive or not, if we had remembered that.
Lance, roll 1d6 random. Let's see if it would have made the difference. We need to know.
We'll hit ourselves. Yeah, we'll hit ourselves. Nope. Okay.
No.
Oof, we can feel okay about that now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool stuff. Sounds good. So however many fate I said, I guess. You've been keeping track of them. Cool. All right, Biaka. I don't know if you work towards determining if Kalos can be trusted.
I'd say he did.
Did he make a roll towards like learning if he could be trusted though? I don't think so.
Not.
He didn't even really have a conversation with you.
But he
could I? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Like he helped me fight, and he tried to save me, and he let me like throw him onto the ship. I'd say that's some. I'd say that's at least
yes, that's right. It's not working on the belief, but it is that belief gave us.
Well, can I say that when I called out to him, I learned he could be trusted because he came to help me.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah.
So that belief's done. I believe.
Do you trust Kalos now? Is that true?
I think I don't fully trust him, but I do a little
fate
bit
point
more.
Then. Yeah, you're working towards it. You didn't try to convince Kalos to let you and your master decide. Exactly. You haven't been really worried about Nibbit being influenced by the dark side. So I know you got something.
None of my instincts even apply either.
No. I thought you definitely would have gotten something for jumping back to help Kalos.
Maybe instinct 3. I do not trust any non-Jedi until they earn it. He didn't ask me to come with him to the ship.
Like you're saying, because I went by myself.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that, and then also, yeah. I think so. Yep. So that's a fate point there.
So can I argue that I did paranoid about the ship because I jumped off of it?
No. Yeah, I don't actually think.
I don't really think that action was actually like really tied to any of your beliefs and instincts except for the fact that like you need to get.
No, but don't I get something if I act according to my trait?
Yeah, but I mean,
you in trouble.
If it gets you in trouble,
now I'm stuck with the
or it moves the
evil
story in an
Sith.
interesting direction. But I don't see how paranoid about the ship was actually your motivation for that, right? It really
It was
wasn't.
part of it.
I mean, but you didn't say it. You didn't give us any indication
Well, because
that
I
that
said
was the
so
case.
many things about why I was jumping off.
I don't think you said anything about the ship.
Not
at
that
all.
one.
You're right, exactly. So we have to actually see it in the game, right? If Byakuya had literally been like had this like internal monologue and he's like, oh man, if we stick around then the ship's gonna be blown up, and then jumped off. But you
It's the
didn't.
fate for empathy, for being empathetic to me being alone.
But I don't think that's the reason he jumped off either, right?
Yeah, he jumped off to help me.
No, but I also jumped off because I don't want the Sith to get
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was more than anything. I think he
Can
might
that be
have
sworn to the order?
Oh yes, there you go. Yep. Sworn to the order. That makes sense. I was like, I knew there's something there that like should give Martha, but yeah, it's another point there.
I'm sworn to the order. Do I get one for that?
No. And then I'll go through the extra Artha stuff real quick here. Let's see.
do I get a fate point for building a monstrosity to fight against?
No, you don't. Humor. Anyone get a fate point for? Did anyone stop the table dead with humor while in character?
I mean, Connor passed out.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
Sure, Connor. I'll give you another pity fate point. They were laughing about that.
Thanks, guys.
We're still laughing about it.
Thanks for laughing at my pain. It really helps.
Yeah, that gets you some fate points.
Yeah.
If the character has the right skill when no one else does to keep the story moving.
I don't think we kept the story moving at all. We're exactly where we were when we started. We're worse off than we were.
I fixed the ship enough for us to get the story moving again. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it was anyone had like a moment prominent enough where it's like, oh, it's perfect that you have this skill. So, embodiment, when a player captures the mood of the table perfectly and further drives the story onward, 1 persona point is awarded. Connor, I'm going to give you a persona point for that scene with, no, because like literally that was my favorite like serious moment of the whole game was when Ren was having the conversation with the lady and then literally was like, okay, I'm gonna heal this guy. And then it's going to be really bad. So yeah, persona there. Mold breaker, if a player comes to a point in the story where his beliefs, instincts, and traits conflict with the decision he must make, a direction in which he must go, and he plays out the inner turmoil in a believable and engaging manner, then he earns a persona point. I think this
didn't kill Ren, and I went to help.
There we go. I think Kalos and Byakuya get this one. Kalos for that moment with Ren, and deciding to go help Byakuya, and Byakuya for the moment of deciding whether or not he's going to jump from the ship. Definitely, both of you get a persona point.
Yay!
For those. And then we just
what would you have done if I just straight up murdered you?
He would have spent a persona point to not be murdered.
Yeah, are you allowed to just kill people in the game?
I mean, you can attempt. We'll talk. We would talk about it out of character.
Kind of come back as a force ghost to haunt.
I would be so mad if I got killed.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. It could happen next session.
I'd be so mad.
I
wouldn't talk to any of you ever again.
I mean, I wouldn't kill you. Well, I mean, not directly. The monstrosity I made to kill us would kill you, but I don't want to know what the stat block is for the Tintet track.
I don't even know what it is either. What does everybody steal? Ren, you have a 3. Wow, okay. And you have 5 Kalos.
I have a 3 in steel.
Yep, you have a G3. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, I thought I had like a 9.
Yeah, no, you spent 5 to gratiate it or whatever it is.
All right. Weird low-grade supernatural phenomena. Connor, take a routine test for that. For your steal. Because, Force ghosts. Did anyone just witness violence and not participate in it?
Take a routine test on what?
Steal. For seeing the Force ghost.
I mean, Nibbit saw the violence of my head crashing into the side of the thing.
I don't think he did.
He might have seen me throw the rock if he was piloting on the way there.
I think I would have only seen you guys getting shot at, and then I drove up, but I didn't see you get hurt.
Oh yeah, I'll give you well, I don't know if this actually counts for you though. Yeah, you have a 5 in steel. You don't need any routines, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Let's see. Yeah, so I think it's going to be an Ob 4 for anyone who is participating in that combat.
Is that what
For
is that
steel?
for 5?
So that's a difficult.
Sweet.
I think, let's see, 6 versus 4. Yeah, so it's a routine for Biaka, so that doesn't matter for him. Biaka wasn't very phased by that combat. Connor, mark a difficult on your steel for the fact that you got like passed out from a weird force transference thing.
Take a what on my steel?
An Ob, so a difficult test.
Okay.
And then I don't think anyone actually got hit by the Mandalorian.
I got my face slammed into the side of a spaceship.
Yeah. What's your steel?
5.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Jared, you'll want to remember that you are minorly hurt next
Yeah,
session.
that'll persist until we actually clear it out.
The Mandalorian got an Ob 8 steel test for sustained artillery barrages. Having rocks thrown at him time and time again.
Would sensing the Tentetorak be anything, since that's like
Oh, yeah.
the core of the
I
universe?
think that's a challenging for you, Kalos.
Oh, dude, I am leveling steel
Very nice.
like no one's business. I'm 1 away from 6.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and then we just have hatred and empathy. So I'll check that real quick.
All right. So when I tapped hatred, what does that?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah. Because at the time I just made it like what the ob was.
It is the obstacle being equal to the dice tapped.
Oh, okay. So that would have been too difficult.
Yeah.
Or, okay. Well, is a 5 and a 5 difficult, or is that challenging?
Yeah, it's difficult. Challenging is only over the obstacle or over the dice.
Okay, gotcha. Oh boy.
Yeah, this could be bad. So the rest of the hatred for you, Jared, is: did you lie, coerce through physical violence, provoke someone to violence? Let's see.
Connor's gonna get a lot of empathy.
Oh yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
I probably
punish
will.
someone for opposing you? I don't know if it really counts to throw a boulder at a Mandalorian who's actively shooting you.
Yeah. We need to like set in stone that self-defense and stuff like that.
Self-defense
shouldn't-
doesn't
okay.
count because Jedi would get hatred every time then. I think my argument for that cutting off the arms and legs of that dude definitely counted, but
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way.
it was extra.
that's right. Okay.
I don't think you got any hatred tests this time, actually, besides you're just tapping hatred.
Mhm.
Yeah, you didn't do any action just for violence or whatever. You did it for purposes and stuff. Empathy, I know Ren got some empathy tests this time though. Tending another's wound. Maybe it's higher than that though. Providing aid when the act will certainly end up costing you. Ob 5 empathy test.
Okay.
Oh, didn't need it. You just still have a challenging.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need
What are
routines.
the
Yeah.
higher up ones?
Gosh, dang it.
What are the because it might also fit into a different category.
Yeah.
It's higher.
Ob 1s are providing sanctuary to someone in immediate need, speaking out against injustice or cruelty, consoling the grief-stricken or the angry. Ob 2 is taking the side of the underdog, if only because they would otherwise be alone, tending another's wound, dissuading someone from an act. But I mean, even if he gets a difficult, he doesn't need a difficult. He needs routines. So it has to be something on the level of providing sanctuary, speaking out against injustice, or consoling the grief-stricken or angry.
Saving an evil person from a terrible fate. That's Ob 10. He saved the dude from being
he doesn't
torso
need
boy.
he doesn't need that. He needs the lower ones. Is the point?
Oh, I thought you said he needed.
No. He needs lower ones.
That's my bad.
Yeah. So Ren is just too good of a person that he isn't actually. He's not. Honestly, I think that is Ren's character though. He doesn't do any of the small minor. In the small minor moments, he's actually really petty. But in the major moments, he actually shines, which is interesting. It's like you're technically good, but like you'll never really get better at being good because you take one step forward and 3 steps back every time because your regular habits aren't actually leading you towards the light side. So interesting. Okie dokie. Well, that's Lords of Hatred. Yeah, this has been a fun game so far because all I've literally had to do is just be like, okay, session 1, they find Kalos, Sith attack them. And then I just made up everything else. Session 2, they crash land on a deserted world. That's all I knew going into that session. Session 3, a Mandalorian attacks them. That's all I knew, but that's all I need. Like it's literally just like one piece of information and we're good to go. So
yeah, I did all the work for this episode for you.
You did. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, I regret it. I regret it already.
Alrighty. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I knew that I could throw the Mandalorian against you guys because all of your characters, except for Nibbit, are just stacked with dice on all military stuff. Like that's the thing you have the most dice in, all 3 of you. And so I was like, I need to throw it like a combat encounter.
Hey, Caleb. Quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take damage because I have quality armor. I don't think I take that damage.
Were you wearing your helmet?
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
I'm always wearing my helmet.
I don't think you've ever described that to us.
I did it the first.
No, weren't you just wearing like normal clothes then?
Oh no. I don't own normal clothes.
Okay, I guess I misunderstood that.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what my impression was. Is like you're literally just
it was
like in a
hooked.
bar.
It was hooked on my belt.
Got it. Okay, we should.
I wouldn't go sprint. I mean, I probably should have described it, but I wouldn't go sprinting at a.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Next,
when we start next session and describe Kalos fighting the Mandalorian here, we should get it. I'll update your token, and we should get a description of Kalos's armor and stuff. So
he's the picture right there. But yeah, for our verbal listeners.
Exactly. So I'll pop that up on the stream next time, and we'll get that description. Cool. All right, that's been Lords of Hatred. I think we are out. Stick around next time, or come back next time for more Star Wars action. I'm enjoying myself. I'm in no particular rush to like get to anything. We're having fun. Just kind of like dealing with the in media res moments as they come. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see if Kalos gets captured. That'll be fun. Because the Mandalorian isn't trying to kill you, right? He's trying to kill everybody else, but he's not trying to kill you. So,
the only people he wants to kill are Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, kill the bee.
We'll see. All right, this has been Lords of Hatred. We are out. Thanks for playing, guys. Adios.